Hi, friends. How's it going? Welcome in. Happy hump day. How's everybody out there doing? How are
Hopefully
we? Good. Yeah.
we're doing great. We're doing great. Had Sunday night off, which was awesome. Hope you guys all had a fun Sunday, whether you're doing the Father's Day thing or just a chill day by yourself or with some friends. So that's what we kind of did. We chilled out together and got to visit with some people and just kind of kept chill at the house. So it was
Yeah,
nice.
it was nice. It was a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Is it hot where you guys are? It is beautiful right now. Here, we've got the windows open and we had dinner on the patio earlier before the sale. So, yeah, it feels kind of sort of almost feels like summer here in
Right.
Colorado. So, how are you guys? Welcome in. Great to see everybody tonight. Welcome, welcome. This is the Coleman Collective. Welcome. I am Sarah, the traveling button. And this is my longtime hubby of many years, Junk Drunk Mantiques David. And we're a married team of curators that do sales here on YouTube twice a week. So Wednesday night and Sunday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. That is sale time for us every
Yes.
week. And it's so great to be here again with you guys. So thank you for being here. Welcome, 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 friends. Go ahead as you come in and hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. Every broadcast, we're always trying to get to over 100 thumbs up in the house. So please do so if you don't mind when you get in. And if you haven't subscribed or you're new to this, welcome. Please do subscribe. It's free. And then also throw a subscription to Drunk Drunk Mantiques too.
Thank you.
So happy summertime, friends. It is mid-June and the weather is beautiful and it's sunny. This is the first day it hasn't rained in probably 3 weeks.
Well,
Like,
and realistically, the first day it hasn't given us at least a little bit of hail in over a week. So it's been a nice reprieve. But I know there's a lot of heat, like a big heat wave going down south and southeast. So
yes. Ooh,
we're,
don't you know it says heat index over 100.
yeah,
Gross. That sounds terrible. I'm so
it's going
sorry.
to be nasty.
Real nasty. So, welcome, guys. This is our regular Wednesday night sale. We have, I think I have just a few quick claims. Most of it's auctions tonight and a variety out the wazoo. We have a ton of guidebooks tonight, and I mean really good ones that I haven't even seen before. So if you're a guidebook fan, tonight is your night. And then linens and MCMs, dollies, some fun stuff.
Some weird
So
stuff.
welcome. Yes, if it is hot where you are, kick back in your chair or wherever you're cozy, grab a beverage and a snack and let's do that. I know, Amy, it has been here too. And it's really not normal where we live to have rain yet. Usually hits us in July. So I'm hoping when our friends are here in July that it doesn't rain as much because we've already gotten so much of it in
Right.
June.
But the problem with that is every time it rains in July, after the rain comes through around 3 or 4, it cools it off for the rest of the evening. So if we don't have it, we might get real hot. So who knows?
True.
Weird
True.
summer.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Welcome in. It is our regular Wednesday night sale. Hit the thumbs up as you're coming in. I see a bunch of people already that we love in the chat. So definitely say hi.
Yeah.
If you're a lurker and you just stumbled upon the chat, welcome. We encourage you to participate and have fun. Throw comments down. Yeah, we're going to have a good night. We have lots of great vintage. And we curated this sale earlier in the week, and most of it, I think 99% of it is estate finds.
Yeah. In fact, I know all the guidebooks and a couple of my items are from that big estate sale with the collector that we did.
Yeah. So I have to show you guys something. This is something that I salvaged from an estate sale in the last couple weeks. And this is okay, it's a funny story. So when I was a little kid, we had elementary school music, and our elementary school music teacher's name was Mrs. Ball. And Mrs. Ball was actually friends with my grandma. She was a very sweet lady. She was a patient of my dad's. And she was always like a happy, fun teacher. She was the teacher we did recorders with, hot cross, almost said something else. Hot cross buns on the recorder, all that good stuff, right? Loved Mrs. Ball. And when Mrs. Ball came into our classroom every year, she would bring Mr. Oh my God, I've lost the name totally suddenly.
Oh, you told me to, Mr.
Was it Mr. Oh my God, I've lost the name. Oh, somebody that went to rural route, Nevada Elementary School, Nevada, Missouri.
Oh, he was like sitting up on up by the speaker or something like.
Mr. Binky. It was Mr. Binky. Mr. Binky.
Okay.
Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay. It was Mr. Binky. I completely lost it. One of those moments where it's so deep in the archives and you know it, but you really got to take a second to pull it out. Mr. Binky. So I found Mr. Binky at an estate sale. Now, the one that she had was gray. So I found the girl. This is basically Mr. Binky's girlfriend, right? And it's a little Hallmark cards beanbag booger. But I love this thing and the nostalgia that this evoked by just finding it and seeing Mr. Binky again. She's not gray like Binky was, but damn it. So Binky is my new home slice. Yes, that's right, Holly. We have the puppet origin story. Binky is not a puppet. He just has like a little rope tail. Right. I could try to stick my finger up his business, but
poor Mr. Binky. So this is basically the creature or whatever you are, Mr. Binky, that got you started with BK and all those things.
Well, I mean, sort of. Yes. I mean, I loved this mouse as a kid in elementary school. I loved it. And he always was like attached to the top of her little cork board that she would bring in. And I always just admired that stinking mouse. And now I have one. So that's my story.
Yes. Sarah is originally from Missouri. Yeah.
Yes. For those that do not know, I am a Missouri native. Grew up in a small town called Nevada. And it's spelled like Nevada, but it's pronounced Nevada. So,
yeah. And I come from New Mexico and met her in Missouri, and we lived there for quite a long time before we escaped to Colorado. But yeah, when the first time I heard Nevada, I was like, "Oh, sugar, you got that wrong. It's Nevada." But no, it's Nevada.
It's Nevada. Go there. You'll find out.
Yeah, I'll correct you real fast.
So, yes, precious little mouse from my elementary school music teacher. I loved Mr. Binky. Yes, that is Mrs. Binky. That's right, Trina. Exactly. So, oh my God, Lisa, that's so crazy. Yeah, that's my old stomping ground. We were about 96 miles from Kansas City, right in there. Yeah.
Right in between Kansas City and Joplin. Yeah.
Vernon County, baby. Yes.
Vernon County.
I love Joplin too. Of course, my little town didn't have much. So we would always have to go to Joplin and Springfield to do shopping and all of that. And so then I ended up settling as an adult in Springfield and met David there. So how crazy is that? Yes, I know. That's our origin story, guys, for tonight. Right. So welcome in, friends. It is great to see all of you. As usual, we are shipping from one place, that is Colorado. And David and I are in the same house, married team. Invoices for the sale will not even go out until Monday. So that's what's great. Anything you purchase tonight can be combined with anything you might purchase this Sunday night. And then Monday invoices will go out. If you need something sooner, don't hesitate to ask us. We'll get you fixed up with an invoice and can send it right out if you need it. Yeah. Oh, I missed you guys too, Cindy. It was nice to have. We both were like, what do we do with ourselves? It's Sunday night. Like, we should be like
my hands. So I was just balancing crap at the house. I was like, Sarah, what about this? She was like, we'll go back.
We watched some movies and binged some documentaries and, all that good stuff. Yeah. So it's been a nice week and we are going to have a good time tonight. We got nasty hail for sure this week. We've had hail, I think, 3 different times. Yeah, it's been crazy. Nobody told us when we moved to Colorado about the hail.
Yeah.
It's serious here. So welcome, friends. Great to see all of you guys here. I'm going to go through and say hi to everybody. Lisa's in the house with the wrench, guys. She is the main mod, and she is the bid ender for tonight. And we are reminding you guys to be in all messages and live chat, as well as reminder, no just in case bids, just throw out whole dollar increments. There we go. And of course it's vintage, so everything is final and sold in as is condition. If you are new to this and you think you might want to bid on something tonight, or you had your eye on something, just email me to ttbsarahc@gmail.com, and I need your real name, your shipping address, and the best email to send your invoice to. Okay, if you don't have PayPal, don't worry about it, that's okay. Any major credit card you can pay with through the link. I just get paid through PayPal. So we also have an eBay store and a merch store, and the links are in the description of the video. I added probably about 40 new items to the eBay store this week, I'd say.
Yeah.
So it's hopping over there. That head, I remember you guys are giving me hell about the concrete clay head that I had a while back that I loved. It was a sculpture. It didn't sell here in a live sale, but it ended up finding a home on eBay for a lot more than I anticipated. So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. They definitely had a collection, I guess.
The head is gone.
Collection of heads.
Hi, Karen, my orange loving friend. Welcome. Hi, Terry. How's it going? Brian's in the house with us tonight. And there is Maud Holly Parker. If you guys need anything, Holly with the wrench is your right-hand girl, otherwise known as HM.
Yes. Holly's on summer vacation, and so is Brian now. So that's awesome.
Yes. Yay for my teachers. I'm so glad you guys are off now. You deserve it.
God bless you for what you deal with.
I know. HP had a half day yesterday. So she got to leave with the kiddos at 11. How great is that? Welcome, friends. Welcome. There is my sweetie, Amy. Hello, love. Amy absent from the group chat because she got a boyfriend, Amy. Amy. I had to razz you a little bit, Aim. We miss you. We miss you, weirdo. So welcome. Okay, I'm scrolling down. These two are chatting. Hello. And we have Ginger in the house. Hi, Ginger. I got my crock, and yes, there was a squirrel in it.
I knew he was in there.
Well, David packed it with love, and I'm glad you love it, Ginger. Thanks again. Awesome. And Holly's reminding you guys we're trying to get to 100 thumbs up tonight. So if you would please do throw your thumbsies upsies on the broadcast. And it's a family affair, Wildflower. She said myself, Alice, and Alex are watching together. How cute.
Awesome.
Love it. All the fam. Hi, Ann. How's it going? Heat warning in Philly. Ugh. Groders, I'm sorry. I know it gets toasty, doesn't it? Summertime. Hi, Phil. Surrounded by moving boxes, still unpacking. Oh my gosh. And Phil, you have so many fantastic antiques. I know a lot of us that are collectors, like moving is just.
I don't even want to think about it.
I know. I don't want to think about it either.
No.
I'm sure it was a lot, Phil. I've seen your collection. Yes. Hi, Bree. How's it going? This is It Vintage. Good to see you, girl. Hi, Perry. Welcome in. 106 in Tucson, Ginger says. Vomit. No fun. That's too damn hot. Mary, what's kicking? Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, don't you know it's trying to stay cool up there in the heat? My goodness. Robin here. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Welcome. There's our girl V. Welcome. And B. Castro. Hello. Agreed. It is the humidity. Because we can have like a 90-degree day here, and it's hot, it's warm, but with no humidity, you don't really break a sweat. I remember when I lived in Missouri, just walking the mailbox, breaking a sweat. So.
Just looking outside, I'd start sweating.
Truly, really. Laza, what's going on? Got alert storms on the way. No worries. Just be safe, girl. Keep the weather on. No worries. Hello, Lisa Day. Yes, we had that convo. So good. Karen, I know I tried to stick my finger up Mrs. Binky, but it just didn't.
We'll make a little indent for her.
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry if I've violated Mrs. Binky. Hello, Adam. What's kicking? Hi,
Man.
yes, welcome. And Trina and Wayne in the house. Hello, dolls. Good to see you, friends. There's our girl Laura. What's going on, Circle 7? How are ya? Sharon Spencer, how to do? Hello, hello. There's our Alex. Hey, buddy. Good to see you, man. And oh no, yeah, that's happened to us before too. We had our Forerunner completely. I mean, it looked brand new when we got it redone because the hail just beat the stuffing out of it. It was terrible. Okay, finally made it to the bottom of chat. And Laura says, my boss's family lives north of the Springs, got all their car windows broken out. Yes, I was actually on a voice chat with someone I know that lives up in Woodland Park yesterday. And she had to go get the horses in and get their cars in the garage and everything because the hail was so gnarly.
Oh, you could hear it on the tin roof that they have. That I mean, it was just intense.
It was just beating the stuffing out of everything. And she said that it was bigger than quarter size. And the biggest we got here when we had that $29,000 worth of damage, it was golf ball.
Golf ball. I mean, it was coming down at a very fast speed. So, and it was real hard hail.
Yeah.
Whereas this last week we've had like soft hail, so it hasn't done major damage, but it's taken some of the roof off. I mean, like some of the age for sure.
Yeah, I feel like we need to probably call the insurance company this week actually, because we have a lot of the stuff that's washed off the roof this week. What's up, Steph? Driving but listening. Good to see you, girl. Thank you for being here.
In California, you shouldn't be texting.
I know. I'm telling you're in Cali. You can't do that. Hi, Carrie Wood. Hello, hello. Welcome. They saw baseball size. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that when it gets that big, it sounds like it's going to break all the windows. And a lot of times it does. I remember when we had our storm, I thought, well, there's probably not a window left in the house. We're gonna
right. And we were trying to take down things and stuff, but it hurts. So it's like, nope.
Yeah, you can get a concussion. Oh, bueno with the hail. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this hump day. We're going to get this vintage show on the road. We have all kinds of cool stuff. Lisa, it is mainly bids tonight. Just a few quick claims, just so you know, Lisa. I didn't get to talk to you earlier. So, boop, boop, boop. That being said, honey, do you want to go first? I ended up, I think, with...
I have one less than you.
You have one less than me? Okay, then I will go first. I'm going to put Mrs. Binky back in her area. I just love her. I'm obsessed with that mouse now. So that's why she's back there, because that is something from my childhood. So, okay, let's start right here. I got the cutest little piece at an estate sale this week, and I thought it was so perfect. I know Mother's Day is over, but it's a cruel. Oh, let me move. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. I should have done that for you.
No, you're totally fine. So, this is super cute, and it's going to start at $24. It is in great shape. It is hand done, and this is actually cross stitch. So, if you have a bunch of grandkids, I just think it's adorable. You've got all of the little kiddos here. If mother says no, ask grandmother. And that is definitely universal, I think, for grandmas. Grandmas never say no.
Heck yeah. I love all the colors too. And isn't Lisa like an expected grandmother, even though she already was?
Yes, she is. Pretty exciting. This measures, it's just shy of 16 inches. It's like 15 3/4 by 9. So 15 3/4 by 9. It can hang, it can lean, it can stand. It's crazy lightweight too. Like I can toss this around. There's no glass on it. So it weighs less than a pound. Shipping will be decent. And if mother says no, ask grandmother.
Love that.
So you can just, you can put this up and then your grandkids can just point at it and be like, so, yep, it's so cute. And I like all the different colors in it too. It kind of matches everything. Really rainbowy and sweet. Oh, and it is done on linen, by the way. So it is a little linen piece. And I just thought that the pattern was adorable.
It's amazing. I love the colors too. Great for Pride Month, all of the things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like I said, super crazy lightweight. It just has like a little board backing, and then it's been attached in with nails. So it's nicely framed and adorable. Thank you, Carrie Wood, for your bid of 24. If anybody else thinks they might want to get in on this little cross stitch piece on linen, again, it's 15 3/4 by 9 inches this way. Okay, so let's start a countdown. Thank you, Carrie. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a bid end. Thank you so much, Carrie, for your bid. It is so cute.
Love it. And thanks, guys, for being here. Give that thumbs up if you haven't. Welcome in. We've got quite a few fun things coming tonight. So
we need a thumbs up. Thank you, Lisa, for the bid. And Carrie, this is coming to you. It is precious.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you so much.
So fun. So my first round, I've got my computer's being squirrely. All right. So I've got a couple of books, really cool books. So I'm going to start off with this one, but the second one is what I really love. I was never a Boy Scout, but it is definitely for a lot of those kiddos that did go and be a Boy Scout. It's a really cool handbook, 1949. It's the second printing of the 5th edition. It does have a little writing. So you've got Alan Shorb. Alan. He didn't want to lose it, and I don't blame him. He's got some measurements in here. Looks like he was working on some angles. But yeah, it's complete and was definitely what everybody needed when you were a Boy Scout. You had to have your field or handbook, definitely. You've got some color on the front end. And then I'm just going to go on through like this just so you can see all the pages are there, black and white, all the different things, terrain, talking about camping, measurements and all of that. But we have on the back portion, we have citrus fruit culture, the different merit badges, citizenship, civics, going through all the different ones at coin collecting, conservation, all the different things so you can get those really cool badges. Hey, Victoria, it's good to see you.
Hi, Victoria, we missed you. Welcome home.
I bet you've been doing a lot of work. We were just talking about moving all of our vintage is very difficult. But yeah, you even have like maps of how the different weather patterns are going to be moving, as well as how to predict the weather off of that. So it's a really cool book. It's complete softback from 1949. And then on the back, you've got a really cool graphic. I think this would be nice just sitting up on a shelf, or if you do have a bookcase, pop it in there, and it's a nice little read. So
I love that they're even like marketing to the youth with bike tires on the back.
Yes.
You know, like
well, yeah. It's the U.S. bike tires with their built-in skid chain gives you split-second stops, better control. So that way you can do like all of the Boy Scout things you got to do. You've got to have good tires. So
okay, that is super cool. And what year was that again?
1949, and in 1949 they did 2 different printings. This is the second printing.
Very cool.
And then, of course, we were talking about weather, and so that's why I was like, let's go into this. Remember when we used farmers' almanacs to just kind of get an idea of what the weather was going to be for the year? And I know they're still used today, but definitely different than using your iPhone. But it is in great condition. It's the 178th anniversary, 1792 to 1970 edition. It was originally 50 cents. You've got that nice yellow cover, and it is in really good condition. You've just got like little wear marks from sitting in a bookshelf. And then, of course, on the back, got some advertisement. Best of Maine moccasin catalog. Wow. $12.95.
The almanacs always were so interesting because so many things in the Farmer's Almanac really do line up. And I remember my folks always were big gardeners, and they always got one too, Victoria, every year. And they would like plant the green beans and the snap peas and all that stuff in time, basically according to the farmer's almanac, saying, well, this year you might want to put those out a little earlier in May. And it always had great gardening tips, interesting horoscope info, which is wild to me. But really has some great basic like advice too. So it's fun to see, especially if you were born in 1970 or if you know somebody that was. It's a pretty cool one to go through.
It is. If you have someone that's from 1970 that was born, you could definitely, I mean, it's in such good condition, I would hate to tear it up, but as a gift, I mean, you could take out different pieces like this and put like collage in something really cool to frame, because you've got like the different star charts and weather patterns, and then just a bunch of different cool stuff. The courtship of Artemis Ward. So a little story in there, and then symbols. Fish and game summary, of course. That's a big one. Got to have that.
That's interesting. Oh, and it's by state. Talks about the elk. Interesting. That is so cool.
Interesting. But yeah, so 1970, and this one is from 1949, and that's the second printing on that one.
Nice.
Or second printing of the 5th edition. So hope that makes sense. So $10 each. Once again, just great for the bookcase and for a fun read. Thank you.
Those are great. All right. Next for me, I think I'm going to do a quick claim. Okay. And I kind of have a two-parter on this, David, so bear with me.
Oh, you're good.
So I'm doing 2 different quick claims. Okay. But they're all vintage pillowcases. So I have a set, which is really pretty. And these are butterflies and kind of like a yellow gold pattern. They're a standard pillowcase, so they'll fit a standard pillow. They are from an estate sale, and they look really, honestly, like barely used. They're very nice. Hi, Tiff. Welcome in, honey. Good to see you. So they are lots of different kinds of flowers, and the butterflies themselves are like yellow and green and kind of like a grayish blue. So this is going to be a set of 2, and I am going to quick claim the set. All right. If you are interested, they are in nice shape, no stains or smells or funkiness or anything. I always try to vet my linens very nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like to bring you guys the best stuff.
Nobody wants to stain.
And I am quick claiming these. Letter B for butterfly, and they are 16 for the pair. Letter B for butterfly, 16 for the pair.
Very cool. Love the yellow and greens.
I know, they're great. So letter B for butterfly, 16 for the pair. If anybody wants these pillowcases, they are standard, nice and clean. They are from the 60s. So letter B. Okay, Holly Parker is in for the pair. Okie dokie, Holly P. I got you, girlfriend. Thank you. And then I have some singles. So this is the second part of my quick claim. Okay. Sorry, David, I'm taking over.
No, you're good. I'm enjoying watching.
And I'm going to quick claim all these singles. Okay. So first up, we have kitties. And they are not embroidered. It is like a marker style of embroidery. I know David's mom said back in the 60s and 70s, she used to like to do these too with her mom.
Yeah.
So this one is in beautiful shape, no stains or funkiness or anything. It's just a white pillowcase that has had the cute little Vogart kitties, probably from one of those patterns. And then they did crochet a nice little orange edge to it. So that will be choice number 1. And then choice number 2 is a blue, white, rose Swiss dot. I have sold this pattern over the years, probably no less than 10 times. It's very popular. Everybody loves it. It's 60s. And you've got blue roses with a blue Swiss dot. No issues on this pretty one. I can't remember if there's a brand on this. Let me look on the inside. Yes, there is a brand. It is Canon Monticello, no iron muslin. Right there. Okay. And it is 50 cotton,
Yep.
polyester. Ooh, do you guys hear that?
I heard that.
It's like super close. The Air Force Base is just north of us, so we get a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then that is choice number, what did I say? 2. Choice number 3. I love this one. So cool. It's like a lemon lime type of deal. And it's again a standard, no issues whatsoever. Super groovy, very pretty. And it's just different shades of green and yellow. Let me see. I don't think there's a brand on this. No, it looks like this one has been hemmed to fit a standard. It might have been bigger at one point, but no stains or anything on any of these. They're all in really good shape. And then this one, again, this pattern I've sold for years, and I love to match stripes and solids with florals. Look how cute that looks.
It looks
together.
great.
Same tie-in colors. I love a good bedscape, and these are so nice for summer. Really pretty, nice cotton linens. Again, no issues on these. So that's number 4. Number 5 is beautiful. It has a pink edge. And then I'll get you up close so you can see it's kind of like almost a poinsettia flower style with some yellow and green and white and then darker fuchsia. Really good shape. It is a standard. Okay. So that is, what did I say, 5? Was that 5? I don't know.
Yeah, that was
together at this point. And then this is the last one that I have. It is a gorgeous, really free flow watercolor 60s pattern. And I love that it has like a peach color to it as well. Really, really pretty. You've also got some lilac in there as well. And then kind of like a terracotta brown. So that is the last one. I know I love these, V. I am such a lover of vintage linens. Literally every pillowcase we own is vintage.
Yes.
And they're the softest. They're always the softest and the prettiest. So these are all, if you were interested in any of these, they're all going to be quick claims for $10. Letter P for pillowcase. Letter P.
Perfect.
$10 each. Letter P. Hi, Kevin. Welcome in. Good to see you, love. Hello, hello.
Letter
P for pillowcase. And these are $10 each. I love vintage pillowcases.
Yeah.
And some of the patterns, depending on what they are too, like if you look at eBay, good grief, they go up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, letter P, if anybody's interested, $10. And my vintage pillowcases, they're all in lovely shape, no stains or funkiness. Letter P.
6 choices, right?
Yes, 6 different choices. Okay, well, I don't see letter P, so we'll keep it moving. Thanks, guys.
All right. I have a tooled leather piece here, and just wanted to show you, it works, but this portion of the zipper, it's got a little pull. There you go. You can see how it's kind of torn up there. There we go. We got it focused in. It could be stitched back down, and it does work. So when you zip it closed, it'll zip closed, and then when you're unzipping it, you just have to be kind of careful to go by that. So it is a working piece, however, it has some wear that you want to be very careful if you are using it. But yeah, a really beautiful tooled leather piece from the 60s. You've got like a floral design, very kind of reminiscent of some of the Tonala pottery type of pieces as far as the pattern going through. You've got some nice hashes down in here, just little details that kind of make that whole design pop. And then you have it nicely braided all the way around on both sides. And those braids are in there nice and tight, so they're not coming loose or cracked or anything. But yeah, it's a nice taco shape, right about 8.5 inches long, and with its original little leather hanger there. So just a really beautiful handcrafted leather piece. I'm gonna show you on the inside. You can see the pattern on the inside even.
I feel like it's really unisex too. I mean, you could use it like for a male, you could use it as like a razor shaver kit. For a female, makeup bag.
That's such a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it'd be fun with your travel kit type of thing for sure. Because yeah, it's about 8.5 inches long, so it'll fit in most of the dot bags, and then about 4.5 tall, so not that big. And you can see once you unzip it and get in there, you've got about 2 inches of width to work with. So you could definitely fit your checkbook in there, or fit in, whatever accessories you want to throw in there for a little day trip or a night trip. But yeah, nice brown. You can see the different tones, the darker brown, and then the like light tan, and then of course that dark braiding right there just kind of really finishes it off. So
well, and tooled leather is so popular with the younger generations too, like millennials, Z. They are so into like the 1970s tooled leather stuff, which is so cool to see, by the way. Love it when, younger generations take up old trends. That's just so
Agreed. Cool. I totally agree. Well, I will bring this back for the recap. Thank you guys so much.
Okie dokie. All right, let's get into some guidebooks. All right. Where the heck did I put them? Oh, yeah, they're all over here.
Ginger, I see you're 20. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and just do a quick countdown. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Thank you, Ginger.
Thank you, Ginger. And once again, you've got that little pull right here. You see it does seal up. So when you're pulling, you just want to kind of pull diagonal rather than pulling up. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Ginger. Coming to you for 20.
Awesome. Congrats, Ginger. Very cool.
So much, Lisa.
I have guidebooks starting at 12. And these are great. Now, they're all paperback, which, doesn't really make any difference to me whether they're hardback or paperback. Yeah. The first one up is a Fire King Glassware paperback. And it is updated to 2002. So it does have pricing in it, but these aren't really accurate for pricing, clearly, but they are accurate as a guide, finding the year that your Fire King glasswares were made. I remember I have sold so many of these hand-painted Fire King casserole dishes throughout the years. I want to say they used to call that pattern Gay Fad, I believe. And it was hand-painted. But yeah, you have tons of information on casserole dishes, sizes, lusterware, rare Fire King measuring cups. And then, of course, we've got our jadeite. It could not be complete without going into our jadeite. Grease jar, 45 to 50. Salt and pepper shakers, 45 to 50. Honestly, their prices on that is pretty dead on. They went for a bit more than that about 3 years ago. But at this point, that's pretty dead on pricing, actually. So lots of great info. And then you've got your Kimberly mugs too, lusterware mugs with lots of different designs. That ombre mug, we've sold a ton. The orange peel, and then a lot of the novelty ones as too. Yeah. So love seeing all of the Fire King. I love this particular pattern. What is it called? Let's see. Primrose. Yeah, the primrose pattern is super cool. So Fire King book. Hi, Sarah Lee. Fire King book and Fire King glasswares from 2002 is going to be choice number 1. Okay. Choice number 2 is Fun Kitchen Collectibles, a handbook and price guide. And this one is absolutely awesome because we've all seen that cow creamer 1,000 times, and it gives you an idea of worth, but it's also nice to be able to identify plastic straw holder, Lego Japan. Sold a ton of Lego brand Japan stuff over the years. Cookie cutters. There's some obscure things in here too that you will not find elsewhere. And it talks about, remember these old spice racks? I've sold the red one a couple times before. Yeah. So it has like all of the great kitchen shakers. Of course, we do go into shakers in one point. I bet it is, Amy. That stinking bean pot probably is in there somewhere. A cooker. Oh my gosh, this Kool-Aid set we had when I was a kid. And you had to buy so many things of Kool-Aid, and then you could send off for it. So how funny is that? And then, of course, canisters like Ransburg, all of that. And then remember these cracker canisters with the little moisture seal at the top? I love those. Find the bean Oh my God. Okay. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know. It's
cracker.
probably in here. I don't know. But what a killer kitchen book, especially if you are a reseller or a collector. Oh my gosh, David, look, we have these drink
Yeah,
stirrers.
we do. We
They
do.
have, they were called, I want to say honeydew whistles. And it was you blow the little whistle and then give me another drink or whatever.
Yep.
So rolling pins. Anyway, fun kitchen collectibles is choice 2. Choice 1 was Fire King.
No bean pop.
Choice number 3, I don't know where the bean pot is, but I bet you it's in there. Madame Alexander guidebook. And this has color photos of lots of different Madame Alexander dolls. So if you are someone that is a collector, I know someone that recently inherited a ton of Madame Alexander. These are really great. And it talks about like the 1930s composite ones. 1939 composition cotton dress, pinafore, and original shoes. So it goes all the way back, which I like. And of course, it does have price guide info too, which isn't terribly accurate. But this book was done in 2005. So it is only 20 years old. That's not too bad. Look at the little bridesmaids. Oh my God, they're so cute. So Madame Alexander Dollies is going to be the third choice on our guidebooks. Last up is a milk glass guidebook by Imperial. And this one is killer because literally I found cake stands and stuff that I've sold in the past that I didn't know what they were, and they are in here.
Right.
So lots and lots of milk glass. And again, the good thing about this is you are not just limited to Imperial in here. There are other forms of milk glass. It also talks about slag glass. It also has some advertising. Look at this. This is Imperial Glass Corp. What does that say? Reliable Ohio, Bells of 1890, the Gay 90s, and the Pennsylvania Dutch designs. So really informative, lots of fantastic information on milk glass of anywhere from like the early 1900s up through the 80s. So this milk glass book is from 2001 and it is in great shape. All of these came from the collector's home. Hi, Jacqueline. It's wonderful to see you, love. How are you? So $12, guys, for choice on my guidebooks. These are fantastic guides. And again, not always the most accurate with pricing information, but who cares? You can find things from your kitchen right down to kitschy pot holders that you might have, that grandma might have crocheted.
Right.
And these are only $12 each. And I will tell you, these little books really go up there when you find them elsewhere. So if no home for them here in the chat, then we will send them to eBay. But they are excellent, guys. $12 each. We'll keep it moving.
All right. I've got a quick claim here, and this is for oh, hold on, Sarah. Jacqueline's in.
Jacqueline, no one else was in, sweetie, so you have your pick. Just let me know which one or ones you want, and it is yours. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And thank you, Jacqueline. So on this quick claim, I'll give you a letter and you can purchase all of these together for the price that I'm going to give you. I have 3 of these beautiful Pyrex. I would call them old fashions, definitely. They do have some wear on the gold. So I just want to note that you've got some worn down gold, but the pattern itself, the mushroom pattern, is complete. You just have a little bit of that wear. These are made by Pyrex. There you go. Nice high-end barware from the 60s. On these glasses, you have that nice thick base, so you have a nice keep your cold drink cold, and it doesn't sweat on your furniture. So really cool pieces of barware. I've got 3 of them total, and I was wanting to just kind of keep these together for for those of you that like to have a guest show up. You've got 2 for you and him or her, and then you've got 1 for the guest. But they're all about the same condition, just a little bit of wear on the gold. And the gold is on the rim, just most of it has worn down. So these are all coming together. Thank you guys so much. These are all coming together. They're about 3 inches tall, and it's going to be a quick claim for 22. Just put in the letter C for Coleman or Collectibles, and you get all 3 of these beautiful 22 karat gold overlay mushroom glasses by Collectibles. So $22 with the letter C.
Those are awesome.
All right, Ann, congrats, Ann. These are beautiful, coming to you for 22. A great deal. Great deal.
So good. So good.
And then Sarah, Susan said she wants to have the fun kitchen book.
Oh, absolutely, Susan. It's such a good one too. Kitchen collectibles to Susan. You got it. Thank you, Susan. Got it. Okay. Hi, Wordsmith. Hi, guys. Hi, Evelyn. How are you? Hello. So next for myself is a beautiful piece that I rescued from that latest estate sale where everything was kind of circa like 1910-ish or so.
Right.
And I'm starting this at 36. It is a flapper style beaded purse. And I couldn't find anything specifically just like it for a brand or anything like that. But I'm going to zoom you in on the beading on this. So those are all little seed beads. I don't know if you can see them. There we go. And then that is hand stitching all over them with spectacular seed beads. Of course, that is my favorite color scheme, teal and pink and yellow and blue. Oh, it's so good.
On the stitching, I was noticing it has like metal that's wrapped. Is that
for little wrapped pieces of metal?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And it is the most gorgeous, spectacular bag.
Oh,
it is velvet, by the way. I know, Brie. I just loved it. Look at the back. The back has this little starburst with the vine lining. And then again, all of that is seed beads. So then you open it up and it has kind of like a taffeta satin on the inside. Very pretty. It is black. And then on the inside, it has the original little mirror that came with it. It's been beat up because this knocked around in somebody's bag for years, but this little mirror is the original mirror that was inside. And then you can see the inside is kind of like a taffeta as well. It's just stunning. I think it would make an awesome gift for someone as well. But if you have somewhere to go, this is so beautiful to use for your clutch. Show up with some vintage elegance. I know, Wildflower, I thought of you too. I knew you would love it. It is just gorgeous. I love the design.
And you see the pattern. You see so many different things in the pattern itself.
Yeah. The only thing I noticed is there's a little pink bead missing right there. Otherwise, I haven't really noticed any issues or damage or anything. And you can't really tell. I mean, it's definitely not a noticeable.
Yeah, they probably do both.
I love the fact that it's just that really soft velvet on the other side. It's gorgeous. So a nice little clutch handbag. I'll tell you size. Hey, Bree. It is like 8 1/4 by 5. So, yeah, I wonder if they do, Wordsmith. That's a good idea. I don't know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Oh, they do. Look at that. Yeah, they do. So Wordsmith was right. The pink beads especially glow bright orange. That is super cool. You are not wrong, Wordsmith. They sure do. So, Anne, thank you so much for appreciating these pretties. I am going to start a countdown. If anybody else wants to get in, now is the time. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for the bid end on the little vintage clutch. And again, from everything I know, I believe it dates to the 30s. So it is a spectacular little piece. Alex, look at you taking the bid for 37. Congratulations. And this is going to go to my girlfriend, Wildflower. I love that. Thanks, Alex. You rock.
All right, I've got a quick claim coming. Came right in there. Sniped Ann. All right, well, this piece is, I know. So we've got a really fun ad that's been framed into a nice old frame. It's an 8x10. It's from Needlecraft magazine, and it says April up in the corner there, page 4. So this was page 4 originally.
Yes.
And so actual visits to P&G homes number 12. Don't know what that means, but I think they actually go to the homes to do their research. But I loved it because of the graphic, the just a little bit of tone in there, kind of like a watercolor tone with the red pop. But it's a little tinker, gets just as smudged as a big one. It's a fun conversation piece. It has a little kiddo playing with his wheels, and then Mama's doing some planting with the pots.
He's underneath working on his little tractor car.
Yeah. It's a little tinker, but he's got to do the tinkering.
He's tinkering with little tinker.
Yes, and then right here, I love this. So they put the copyright of the magazine, if it'll focus, right there. So
how thoughtful.
1928 P&G Co. Right there on the front. So it is a nice frame piece, no like stains or anything to the paper itself. 8x10, and I am just asking $18 if you want to put in the letter T for tinker. $18. Nice, easy picture to advertisement piece to hang. Would be nice by your plants or right by the back door. But yeah, I love it. So $18. Just put in the letter T for tinker.
Letter T for tinker.
1928 needle.
Toy soldier.
T.
T for tinker.
We'll do it like, there you go. All right. So I will bring this back for the recap. Thank you, guys.
All righty. So you guys know that I got into a small treasure trove of really high-end, beautiful dolls from one of that last estate sales. And so I still have some dollies left, and I wanted to bring this little gal, and she is very special. I'm starting her at 55. And the reason why is because she is actually a late 1930s doll. And she is made by a brand called Mary Hoyer. Now, if you haven't heard of Mary Hoyer, don't kick yourself. I hadn't either. The interesting thing about Mary Hoyer dolls is they started this company in 1937. And it went out of business by the 60s, which is why not a lot of people had these dolls. This is one of the first edition dolls from the 30s. I'm going to show you her shoulder joints. When you pull it out, it is attached by a little wire and then a little, you can see it's like a little elastic band of threads. Fragile, right? And her legs are attached in the same fashion as well. Sorry, not to show all your business, girlfriend. But then her little neck is also attached the same way with a wire and then this elastic stuff. So this is the original dress she would have come in. It's a little Swiss dot pattern with roses. It definitely could use an oxy soak, but I will leave that up to the buyer. I think it would probably come pretty white if you soaked it. It's literally just dingy from all the years. Now, she is marked right here, original Mary Hoyer doll. If you Google Mary Hoyer dolls, they go for a lot more than $55. So asking $55 here. If she doesn't find a home here, we'll send her on to eBay. She definitely will over there. She has blinky eyes, and they are a startling, beautiful kind of aquamarine blue. And then pursed little red lips, and her head does move. Now, the neat thing about the early first renditions on these dolls is that they ended up having wigs attached to them. So you can see this is a wig, and they made them all by hand. And the wigs were typically made of mohair, which is crazy to me. Now, she has little bobby pins in her hair that you can see have rusted here because she is from the late 30s. She's seen some things. She's been around.
Right.
And her little bobby pins have been in her hair so long they've started to rust. But you can tell her hair is still perfect.
Yes.
I know, Brie, I thought of you and all of your dolls. She is such a little gem. She can sit. I had her sitting earlier. You can certainly make her stand if you
I was
want.
able to get her to stand.
Yeah, she'll stand, she'll sit, her arms move, her neck moves, and she will go to sleep. She is a Blinky doll. So again, Mary Hoyer doll from late 1930s, one of the first editions, and you can tell because they will have this marked on the back. And this would have been the original little dress too, which is kind of a seersucker Swiss dot summer dress with little roses on it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I would just take that off of her and give it a good soak in some OxiClean, and you are good to go. So 55 on the hard to find Mary Hoyer dolls. They stopped making these in the 60s, especially out of the same stuff.
Yeah.
So, yep. But what's interesting is I found some newer Mary Hoyer dolls. And when I was doing a search on her, she kept coming up as a Revlon doll. And I'm like, no, she's marked. She's clearly, Mary Hoyer. So such a little sweet face. I love that she's got those gorgeous little aquamarine eyes.
Got a little bit of Americana vibe going on with that summer dress. Would look good with an Americana summer display for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. She's too cute. So I just love her. If anybody wants to get in before I send her to eBay, 55 is what I'm asking on the Mary Hoyer doll. Thank you guys.
Thank you. I know Bree's like, she may have to join us.
I know. She's so cute.
Oh, Sarah Lee says she loves the March 1990 or 1930 Needlecraft magazine that she got from you.
Good, Sarah Lee. I'm so glad. Those are so neat. Thank you.
So great to look through. All right, my next find is actually a really beautiful find that Tiffany, our good friend, found, and I was able to source from her. I absolutely love it. Now, there's patina on the brass that can come clean. I would leave it personally just to keep it, keep that age look to it. It's from the 60s, and you've got the stamp on the bottom, made in Korea. So right in the 60s, late 50s, early 60s, and it is a nice pedestal. What came on the pedestal, different things would come. They had different, like a crystal ball. A lot of them came with a wooden orb, and with traveling, it was considered kind of like a souvenir. You get your dragons for your base, and then you've got that really beautiful cherry wood. It's a turned wood piece as your orb that nests in there. The wood itself, there's no damage to it at all. And you can see that cherry wood is really beautiful. That's just some dust. So all the way through, nice condition. You've got where they held it so they could turn it. And then this is the top here. So it just sits right here. Oh, he's about to roll off. Boy, sorry, Lamb Chop, that would have hurt. She's in the wrong spot. Yeah, that wood grain, it's just a beautiful way to display the wood grain and to kind of enjoy a little bit of that kind of vibe.
I like the eye on the ball. It reminds me of Jupiter.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has like, some planet vibes going on. And of course, that red cherry is beautiful, beautiful wood. And nice and shellacked, and nice and heavy. Hey, Laura, thank you so much.
Hey, Laura.
All together, it measures right at 5 1/4 inch tall, to give you an idea of size. Nice and sturdy, and like I said, that brass can polish up if you want to. I left the patina on there. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, how is Evelyn?
Hopefully she's feeling better.
Yeah,
Yes.
Let's count it down. Thank you guys. Thank you, Laura. Looking for 24, 5 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I agree, Laura. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And if you're a juggler, get 2 more of these, and then they're just your little juggle ball. And you can
That's
juggle.
right.
And they
That's
just hold them for you.
I love that. Very good. I know, it is so cool. It really looks like a planet. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
Bid end.
All right. Last Laura, coming to you.
I love that. Love it. Love it.
And thank you, Tiff.
Okay. So I have some little early 1900s books up to like 1940s. They're all a little different. They're all from that really cool collector estate sale. Thanks, Alex. And I'm going to start these at $14 for choice. All right. First up, this is early 1900s, and it is Belinda Brown. And this little book is actually put together with this tiny bit of ribbon, believe it or not. Belinda Brown is a little mouse, and she lives in Mousham. And Belinda Brown of Mousham was so quiet and demure. You could tell in half a minute she was very good, I'm sure. You only had to look at her to want her for a friend. Belinda Brown of Mousham, who lived at Candle End. She was very busy sewing at her neat new muslin frock for her coming muslin. That's how old this is. Her coming birthday party when she heard a single knock, the sort of knock a tramp would give. Belinda heard it twice. At dead of night, a trampish knock is not exactly nice. Booty call.
No.
Right. Still coming. So it goes on, and it's kind of sing-songy, rhymey like that. And look, she's about to stab somebody with these damn scissors. That is hilarious.
She is.
She is. She's going down. And but she was full of good ideas. Nice people always are. She looked about for weapons, and she took out her trickle jar. She poured it underneath the door, all trickling down the sill. And so the trickle stuck upon the feet of Burglar Bill. Introducing Burglar Bill.
Burglar Bill.
Okay, so the Burglar Bill, in great disgust, let out a deafening bawl. And someone from above said, how these cats do caterwaul. Anyway, it is excellent. I love the phraseology. Yeah. It is super cute. And at one point, Belinda Brown gets married to Timothy Mouse. And she said, a birthday party's nice, but a wedding would be best. I'll take your kindly offer. I feel a bit unsteady, so I must ask you, Timothy, to get this wedding ready. Wow. So they end up trying to have a birthday party, and then Belinda goes rogue and turns it into a wedding. The very nicest thing of all was a note that came addressed to Miss Belinda Brown, not in her married name. It was written from a prison, very odd, but odder still, to find that it was sent by repentant Burglar Bill. I was arrested and struggled up the street and couldn't run away. I had such sticky feet, and here I am in prison, but I truly wish to say I'm very sorry I behaved in such a shocking way. And it's adorable. It's tiny. It's cute. This is the back. It's a little beat up, but honestly, the pages are all there. The binding is literally held together by this pitiful little ribbon. And it's such a cool book. And then at the very back here, it says from Hardee's in Colorado Springs. And I can tell you, the only Hardee's here is a burger joint. So that place.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. out here, actually. So Belinda Brown, the cutest little weird ass mouse book, is choice you're welcome for that. Choice number 2 is Good Fellowship. And this one dates to and is inscribed, my very kindest regards, Mr. and Mrs. Hardy, Samuel Francis Hubbard, January 1st, 07. That's not 2007. That's 1907. So this is the opening page to Good Fellowship. This is leather. This is all suede. And it has the author's name here. And it is an assorted little book of poetry and such. Actually, it was given on the 1st of 1907, but it actually is copyrighted December 1904, May 1905, and November 1906. Yes, here you go. And it was actually put together by a stationery publisher in Wichita, Kansas. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, picked up here and there. Some were waifs, some had strayed, and maybe others are acknowledged before the whole world. Credit has been given freely to all authors. To the compiler, it seemed they were worthy to be bunched, and all believe with him that life at its worst is as good as we deserve, and that our mission is to get the best out of respective lives. Cannot but be most grateful to the bright minds who have produced such splendid thoughts to cheer us. So it's all poetry, and it has these really cool little rough edge pages. And there's a name for those pages that I can't remember what the heck it is. My book people will know. But it's all really like friendly fellowship. Here's to you, my dear, and the dear that's not here, my dear. Were she here, my dear, I'd not be drinking with you, my dear. May we murmur without cause and never have cause to murmur.
Oh, that's naughty. Naughty.
And the fountains mingle with the river, and the rivers with the ocean, and the wind and the heaven mix forever. With this sweet emotion, nothing in the world is single. All things by law divine, in one another's being mingle. Why not I with thine? So anyway, just little sonnets, little poetry. It is really cool. It's a good one. And then it has this cross grain ribbon on the inside of the suede leather front. So really cool little book, 1906 on that guy. And then the last one, 14 for choice on these, if anybody's interested in story time. Okay. So the last one is a Girl Scout autograph book. This is a hoot. So people sign these with little poems and limericks, and they are hilarious. The world that we're a living in is pretty hard to beat. You get a thorn with every rose, but ain't the roses sweet? Your friend and pal, Dolores, February 2nd, 1948. So everything in here is like mid-century late 1940s.
Yeah.
Dear Sue, I went to kiss my boyfriend. I kid you not. Somebody made it like a whole damn journal entry. Dear Sue, I went to kiss my boyfriend. I did it sort of sneaky. I missed his mouth and hit his nose.
Whoa.
And the darn thing was leaky. Love,
Ooh.
Martha Smith.
God, do some practice.
Then I found towards the back, I found this little page, and it was folded, and it says for dirty people only. And of course I was like, oh, what is here? What is here, Dolores? Tell us, Dolores. Use soap. Your pal, Joan L.
What a hoot.
I love it. So, dear Leona, as you slide down the banister of life, remember me as a splinter in your career. Your friend Margie Frew, November 3rd, 1948. Remember M, remember E, put them together and remember me, Nancy. Oh, snap, Nancy. That's fantastic. Dear Sue, when you get married and have kids, don't come to my house for safety pins. Love, Eleanor.
Okay. Sorry.
So fun. Anyway, I love this nerdy stuff. Clearly, I'm the only one.
I like
it. Thank you for your consideration. $14 for choice on these fabulous, fabulous little books. Okay.
Great. I know. Oh, hold on.
Kathy, let me know which one you want. You were the only better doll. Okay. So we're keeping it real laid back and casual tonight. Kathy, you've got your choice.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Congrats, Kathy. All right. I've got a couple of guidebooks that are like so me. Thought about keeping them. However, we don't have like a bookcase here. So I'm thinking y'all should definitely take a look at these because they're just absolutely hilarious. Totally from my childhood and probably yours too. We've got the two different ones. This one is the Kitty Meal Collectibles, and it is the softback or paperback. They're both paperbacks. This one is from 2001. So 2001, and it talks about all the different collectibles from the different places that you would get, like the different fast food places. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. So this one's from 2001, and it goes through A&W, Arby's, Baskin Robbins. So Big Boy, Blimpie, all the different restaurants They kind of line item those down through for desserts and other things. So like all the way through. But we've got the A&W mug. We have. Let's go to something that we probably all remember. Let's see here. So we've got some Looney Tunes stuff for sure. This one's great. A hero sandwich, a side of fries, and an action figure to go. And you would have your little action figures here. I don't remember these guys. You got Spider-Man, and the guy with the claws. I can't remember his name, but I remember him. So you go through. There are some color pages as well. So as you're going through, you've got the A&W Bear. I'm so not good at doing books because I'm afraid to tear them up. And anyways, you've got the bear on the different glasses. Let's go over and see what else we got. Okay, so that's Arby's toy list. And then glow-in-the-dark adventures. Okay, let's get into Burger King. So here's Burger King. We've got Creature from the Black Lagoon in there, and that says 1999. And then we've got glow-in-the-dark Burger King Kids, all the different little toys that went with. We've got Buzz Lightyear even, some of the oldies mixing in with the news. Oh, Teletubbies. I'm a Teletubby. Sarah, when we first met, she made me watch some Teletubbies. And we had little kids. Our little kids didn't really, it was a little bit early for them, but she had a niece that was watching it. And yeah, you could definitely spend 30 minutes confused after watching Teletubbies. Oh, look, there we go. Carl's Jr.
Hey.
So yeah, you go on through all the different restaurants and the different pieces. Here's some of the color pages that are in there.
Does Hardee's even exist anymore, or is it just all Carl?
Hardee's is east of Kansas, and Carl's Jr. is west of Kansas. What happens in Kansas, I have no idea. Maybe both. So yes, really nice on this one. The actual binding is in great condition. No bending on the pages. So that's the first one. Thank you, Ginger. The second one here, Saturday morning TV collectibles from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, Roadrunner, Yogi Bear, Bugs Bunny, H.R. Puffin Stuff. Oh, that's a big one. Land of the Lost, Josie and the Pussycats, Taz and more. Beautiful cover. You can see a little bend right here. It's definitely been sitting on a tabletop and been looked through. But this is fun for the kids to look through too. Get them interested in some old stuff. We've got the Addams Family starts it off from 1973 to 75. Some of this fun cartoon stuff.
That's awesome. I love the Saturday morning book because there's so much stuff from our childhood in here too. But then it also goes back further as well. So
yes. Oh, we got Rocky and Bullwinkle, all those greats. And it shows like the different like glasses and tumblers that they would have in the pricing. So this was like the Pepsi series, and price was 10 to 18, or the value now is 10 to 18, and this is from 2000. So from 2000. So yeah, just going all the way through. We'll just kind of spin through. Let's do a book viewing in fast order. There's some color pages with the banana splits. Does anybody remember the banana splits?
No. What, like, I remember Bananas in Pajamas. That was like a PBS thing, and
Okay.
they were fish striped, like they were British bananas that wore striped pajamas.
Oh.
But that's been like 1,000 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Just fun stuff in here. Things that I've never seen. Care Bears.
I loved Care Bears. Yeah.
And it shows the values in 2000 of what some of these pieces would be. So yeah, great. Just add some zeros to the end of the numbers on there, and you've got the value. I'm kidding. But yeah, really great book. Action-packed, full of Saturday morning cartoon stuff, or your kiddie meals collectibles. And I want to say these are from, oh, it just talks about the different ones that they're from. So I think it covers from 1970s and forward. So those are the choices. Thank you, Ginger. We're going to do a quick countdown if anybody else wants to get in. They're both paperbacks. They're both vintage from 2000 and 2001. All right, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7654321. Bid end. This was one of my favorite characters when I was a little kid.
Gossamer. Yes. Wordsmith was saying, love Gossamer. Yes.
Gossamer. Thank you. Yes. Gossamer.
These are awesome.
Right. Well, congrats, Ginger. You're the only one in. So at 12, let's just let me know if you want Saturday TV or kiddies meals.
Our Vuvu had a bid, but it came in after. So if Ginger picks the one that you wanted, Susan, we'll honor your bid, girly.
So Ginger, let me know.
And then Susan.
Okay, Ginger, I got you for both. Congrats.
Thanks, Ginger.
That's
Congrats. Great. Okay, guys. So again, I'm always thinking summer, seasonal, all that good stuff. And these are a great little find I snagged from our friend Tiffany. I'm starting this set at $20, and it's all going to come together. So this is a great little 1960s red, white, and blue mod flower set. And you can see the brand, and this was a new one to me. The brand is Winterling. Winterling. And then it says the name underneath it that I'm going to not butcher. And then it says Bavaria, Germany. So great little German, kind of high-end German cup and saucer. And the saucer also says the same thing right here on the bottom. So you get the cup and saucer, and then it nests really nicely on this dessert plate. And there were whole sets of this, like the dishes, the sugar creamer, like they do all of the different sets of Bavarian and German dishes. So here is the dessert plate. And it is 7 inches in diameter. So pretty. Again, I love the red, white, and blue. Great for a 4th of July display. Or you could even put like a little candle in this, do it up. But it's great vintage mod red, white, and blue. Yes. So cute little set. I'm asking $20 for all 3 pieces. And I just think it displays really sweetly. Somebody needs this for the 4th of July.
Heck yeah.
Isn't it cute? I know. I love it. Love those mod flowers. And if you like this pattern, you can find other pieces of this on eBay. So, if this is a pattern, you end up getting this, and then you want to add to it. There are other pieces in this mod floral pattern from the 60s on the Bay. Awesome. So just so sweet. I love the little handle as well. Yeah. Makes a great little coffee or tea mug, and sits really nicely, nests on the salad plate. Yeah. So if anybody's interested, $20. All right. Going. All right. Thank you, guys.
Biscuits and coffee. Definitely. On the patio or on the lanai, whatever you call it. So I am honored to be able to bring a really cool find that Sarah found. I'm going to introduce you to him. But hello, Vivi. He is from Italy, from the 1960s, and Toppo Gigio.
Toppo Gigio.
Toppo Gigio. That is my name. Yes, Toppo Gigio. And yes, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say, he is dapper as hell. I mean, he's got his black shoes on, his cords. He's got his umbrella because, no mouse likes to get too wet. His little, whatever that is, his little bow tie up there. And then he's got his jacket and his belt, all felt and bendable parts as well. He is in such great condition. I can't say much else besides the fact that he is just fantastic.
Yeah.
His ears are still nice and puffy. Oh, hey, Pam. Thank you. Thank you for your bid. He is absolutely amazing. Very hard to find this guy, and does go way up there. So 85 is a great price. Yeah, Tim Allen.
And his brand, I don't know if you said it earlier, but it's Lenci, Lenci. And it is a luxury Italian toy brand. And if you ever see Lindsay dolls, holy smokes, they go way up there. This guy usually goes between 100 and 160 for this particular Toppo Gigio. But if you get a chance, look at the other Lindsay creations. They are so cool. I was so excited to get to learn about this because now when I'm out, if I see a Lindsay doll, I'll know the look. And they always usually have those same eyes.
Yeah, the eyes are really intense eyes. Totally. Glass. Yeah, those are glass. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, he is in great condition. His shoes come off. Well, let's take one shoe off. There we go. So you pop off his shoe right there. He's got a little, like, I don't know, linen underneath that. He does stand up nicely, so that's always great as well. And yeah, there's just something about the cords and just the whole outfit. He's a go-getter, man.
He is a go-getter.
With all your lady dolls.
I love him. Yes, Phil said he is a very famous character in Italy. And Pam said used to watch him on the Ed Sullivan Show. This actual, the only other one I could find kind of like him mentioned Ed Sullivan Show, Pam, in the listing. So I wonder if this is like the outfit he wore. His little umbrella that he's holding also will come out.
Yes.
So you can remove his umbrella or you can hang it by the little hanger on his arm.
Yeah, that's a good idea because he is bendable. You can just hang it.
Yes.
There you go.
He is quite the dapper little fellow. So.
He really is. He really is. So we'll go ahead and count him down. He measures 9 inches tall. And like Sarah said, very collectible, iconic Italian little feller. And no issues at all to the clothes, to him, no smells, nothing. And so let's go ahead and give him his umbrella back. Here you go, buddy.
Here you go, buddy.
Hold on to it like that, okay? And yeah, so let's go ahead and count him down. Thank you, Pam. Looking for 86 or more. You ready? Okay. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Am I going to a home? I must get my suitcase. Oh, I get my suitcase. Okay, so I have this suitcase here, no pressure, but for $18, if you want to add him to your Italian mousey, you can. Cute. I had him hanging out with this guy, and it sits like right here and just kind of holding on.
Oh my God, that's actually really cute. Yeah.
So let me know, Pam. Congrats. He's coming to you for $85. Thank you.
Love it. Congratulations, Pam. Such a good get on that guy. Good price. Yay. All right. So I have where did these go? Oh, I have some antique little cards. Most of these are calling cards, Stephanie, if you're there, Vintage Freak. So most of these are Victorian calling cards, but then I also have a mixed lot of Victorian calling cards and birthday cards. And I'm going to quick claim these guys. I'm going to quick claim. So there's 2 lots that I'm quick claiming. And I'm going to show them to you one by one. These are all like late 1800s, early 1900s. And they are absolutely precious. So let's see. This one says it's vellum, by the way. Look at the lace vellum all the way around. Just a little card, but don't be surprised. And then you open it. And it says, when I tell you my wishes are oversized, happy birthday. And then you open it up and somebody has written in side 13, February 26th of 49. So these are a little newer than I thought. But the calling cards are not. Hold on. Card Mart Inc. Copyright 1948. Here we go. That was hard to see. That's on the back. All right. So these are little vellum cards that fold in. There's the first one. It's a birthday card. And then look at this one. I just love this one. It says, to greet you. It is also vellum clouds. How cute is that? And the name on the back of this one is Sugar and Spice. And you open it, and it is a congratulations from Marie. And then it also folds open that way as well. So that is the second one in the lot. And then here's the third one. Again, vellum, that little happy birthday. Isn't that cute? So this particular estate sale, she kept everything. She kept every card, every assignment, every art project her children did. I mean, she kept it all, and she kept all of their great cards. So the inside of this one says Sandra and many, many more. Super sweet. And then with this lot, you're going to get, these are the early 1900s Victorian calling cards. You're going to get, may every blessing God can give bring peace around you where you live. For those that aren't in the know, Victorian calling cards would be left in a bowl if you went to your friend's house and your friend was at home. And your name would be here on the inside, and you would just slip your calling card into the bowl, usually somewhere in their front foyer. And then someone would know that you had been there. So yeah, paper version of voicemail. Exactly, Stephanie. So that one is included. Then, oh, look at this one. Okay, this one is so good. It says, with fond greetings. I love that hand. So many of these have an illustration with a hand, and they're just fabulous. And then you open it, and printed on the side, it says pack number 646, 12 for 10. So this would have been like the Vistaprint business card that's in all the others of like reorder. So yes, hidden calling cards because the name is covered. That's right, Stephanie. Thank you for that. So this one, and then this last one, super sweet. It is faithful and true. And it says Jess W, and the last name is Failing. Jessie W. Failing. So, and then someone wrote their name on the back, Ben. So maybe Ben used mom's card and wrote his name to come say hi. I don't know. But all of those cards, the 3 little vellum birthday cards plus the 3 Victorian calling cards are in this lot. Okay, Steph said that one is a sale sample. How cool. Stephanie, is there any difference in value on the sale samples versus like the not sale samples? Just curious, because I really don't know. This is the second lot. Now, the second lot is all Victorian calling cards, late 1800s, early 1900s. So this first one, again, we've got the hand, and I can just barely read that one. I don't even know. Mrs. C.A. Russell. Love that. And so we have the little hand on that one. This next one I love. And it says, have kindly thoughts of me. And again, like Steph said, this one is a hidden calling card. You open it, and it says Melvin Stevens. So you've got the little calling card there. This one is a little cross, and it is Easter Blessings Crown Thee, and it's embossed really pretty, very old. You can see all of the embossing and so on the back. Oh, this one, look at this one. This one is a little mirror, and so I think it would go vertically like that. And let's see here. It says, it's so hard to read. The glass reflects a face in which thy true love trace. So then you would open the little mirror, and there is the name.
Amanda.
I know. Isn't that so precious? I love that one. This one's different. It's got like lattice work all the way around. Minerva Henry has signed the back of it. You go, Minerva. And then it opens to a little envelope. And I don't know if there's anything in there. Let me see.
If there's hair in there, I'm gonna laugh.
Please don't be hair. Oh God, please don't.
A lot of hair.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing inside the little envelope. So accept my best wishes, and Minerva wrote her name on it. Last one in this lot is accept my sincere love. We've got like a little pastoral kind of water meadow village scene. And then this one is hidden, and it opens to Frank M. Henry. All right. So those are the 2 lots of antique calling cards. Now, these little cards usually go like $5 to $10 each. And the first lot has the vellum birthday cards from the 40s, and then the 3 calling cards. Okay. So, okay, Steph, no real difference. Got it. All right. So I am quick claiming these. Lot 1 or lot 2, $16, letter V as in vellum. $16, letter V, and you can pick which one you want. Letter V. So that is going to be all the Victorian calling cards, or you can take the mixed lot of calling cards and birthday. Thank you, Robin, so much. Let me know, love. Do you want the calling card lot or the mixed lot? Or you can certainly take both. All right. Just let me know, Robin, what you want to do. And if anybody else wants to get in on these, letter V, $16. All right. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy. I know, I love them. All that ephemera that we got from that sale has really been cool.
Yeah.
So much cool stuff. I can't wait till my friends get here because we're going to scrap with some of it. And
it's going to be fun. We're going to go through a bunch of that stuff. So congrats, Robin, is taking both. Those are great value. So I have 4 guidebooks. I'm going to do this round, starting them at 12. They're all hardback. They date from 1995 to 2009. So there's some that are slightly newer. However, they are excellent. The newer ones actually can be a little bit better for the picker out there that is looking for certain pieces and the values. So this first one is Glass Candlesticks of the Depression Era. It is volume 2, Identification Value Guide. So you can see kind of what they're talking about, those types of candlesticks, all different types. So when we go in, this one is from 2006, so not quite vintage yet. We'll wait until next year. So yeah, you've got like the website and all that stuff there. So in the content, you have amethyst. They break it down in colors: amethyst, amber, black, blue, crystal, green, yada yada yada. You see those colors.
So I like that they break it down into color. That's a cool way to do it.
I agree, because yeah, the Depression era, I mean, those colors really do make a difference. Cambridge glass right here. Seeing that base, I would have first said, oh, I think that's maybe an Anchor Hawking piece or something. Yeah. But when you have something like this, you can definitively say, this is what it is. There's a lot of false information out there on the internet, and it's not completely purposeful. It's just, it's hard to find some info. So these are a good way to have that concrete evidence of what you got. So I'm going to save this for, look at that. They've got a blue, and then once you get past, I don't want to tear up the pages. Once you get past the blue, you've got crystal. And so you have all your crystal pieces. Like this one here is Fostoria, the Baroque. And it talks about the price, value $50. And this was in 2006. So I would say it's probably around there, probably a little lower right now. And of course, it always changes depending on what's in style.
What's hot. Yeah.
After. So yeah, you break it down in the colors. Green glass, oh, great for glowy glass as well, because a lot of that stuff's from the Depression era, and you can pinpoint that stuff down so you don't get faked out with some of the Jeanette glass out there. So that's a great book, great condition on all of these. She was an amazing collector and took care of all of her stuff. So the next one up is Kitchen and Glassware of the Depression years.
Awesome.
5th edition on that one. Look at the cover alone. Like this one.
I know. I have sold literally almost everything on that cover.
Yes. Look at those colors. Thank you, Jacqueline and Phil. I see your bids. I'm just immersed into this book. So
Books this one, show. Yeah.
Yeah. This one's from 1995. So you've got about the author. He looks a little less impressive than the book, but he did make a really cool book. We've got all contents, laid out so you can just see what you want. This one, you've got amber all together, different pieces. And then when you come over here, you'll see the row, and it'll tell you the description, the name of the maker, value, and all of that to the row that's on the other side. So when you go through, you'll keep going, you'll see fired on colors. So
I love the fired on
colors.
And look at all of those little patterns. I recognize all of that. I've sold all of that at some point.
Yeah. And it's great to know, that that's fired on. So if you see that piece, oh, do not scrub it down. It needs just some light water to clean it. Oh, the epic page right here.
Oh, look at all the
Look at the
spices.
spices. Oh, there's
Oh,
those
that
3 stars.
and those shakers, those are Vitrock.
Let's test your knowledge.
Okay.
You are correct.
Hey.
Yep. Haha. What do you win? Well,
After that, I know something about some vintage kitchen stuff.
reamers. Okay, so
Reamers.
all the goodies in there, all fun glass. So we have the glass candlesticks, kitchen glassware, and those are both Depression era. Then we have our good old Anchor Hawking, Fire King, and more identification and value guide. This
Is
one is from
so good.
1998. Yes,
Yeah.
this one is extremely informative.
I own this one myself. I have this one and it is very good. And I like it to identify my jadeite. It has lots of good jadeite.
Yes, and they have a couple of old ads in here, which I think is pretty cool.
Look at those dots, that picture, and all of the green. Like, I would never put that dark green glass with the jadeite, but dang, that looks so
I
good.
know it does. I'm like, I want to see that picture up close.
I know. I love it.
Stuff. Let's go bubble. So this is bubble glass. Okay, so right now we're in the bubble glass era.
My Mimi, my grandma had a fair amount of that. And then also the one that's got like the angular hexagonal.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm talking about. It's up in the cabinet.
yeah. So great with all those pieces. Anchor, Hawking, Fire King. You have the milk glass with the white lace edge. All of that stuff in there. Let's just pop through the rest of this. And it does also have like Depression era glass in here as well by Anchor Hawking.
It is a really good. It's got all of the different patterns too. If you are someone that likes to collect the jadeite, no, I'm sorry, not jadeite, the milk glass with the transfer patterns, they're pretty much all in there.
Damn. Sorry, guys. All right, and yeah, so they're all in there. It's a really great book. That's the third one. The last one here we have, it's Anchor Hawking's Nemesis, Hazel Atlas. So Hazel Atlas in the house, identification and value guide. This is the newest one. This is from 2009. So we do have a website or an email address. And this was the second edition that year by Kathy and Jean Florence. And
they have written a ton. Kathy and Jean wrote a ton of guidebooks. They are very knowledgeable about primitive glass and stuff too.
Correct. And I wanted to say there was a page in here talking about them. I can't remember. Maybe it was another book. No, I have other ones coming. They have done quite a few of the books that we actually have. Look at that guy. I've never even seen that. So yeah, you go through and you see the different like Kentucky Derby winner pieces from 30s and 40s, highball tumblers, and then you've got the ice, little ice holder right here. So the matching pieces. So then you know what pieces are in that collection. That you can
cocktail sets, yes. Oh my God, does that one have polar bears?
Polar bear. I've never seen that one.
Have you guys ever seen that Hazel Atlas polar bear set? I have never seen that.
I have not.
That would be so cute with the little mid-century penguin ice bucket too, wouldn't it?
Oh, so agree. And then you've got all the different shaker sets, big range shakers.
Yeah.
Also a great way to find out if you're getting a repro or not. Just such great information. If you have someone or you're tech savvy and you want to spend a day or two, you can also digitize these, take pictures, set it up to where you can get flat pictures of these pieces and put it all into a PDF for yourself. So they're complete, great condition. This one's from 2009.
I love Hazel Atlas.
That is
and I think Anchor Hawking later absorbed Hazel Atlas.
I was wondering because there's like definitely like sometimes you can't tell for sure until you look in a book. But yeah, so we have the Hazel Atlas from 2009, Anchor Hawking from 1998.
Fire King.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Anchor Hawking's Fire King, sorry. And then 5th edition of the Kitchen Glassware of Depression era, that's 1995. And then the Candlesticks of the Depression era from 2006. Awesome. All right, let's count them down. Thank you all for your bids. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, great condition as well, no tears. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. This one has that on the back.
Oh, it's on the back. Okay, now I'm like,
very hard to find.
You guys out there, let's be on the lookout for Hazel Atlas polar bears. I'm going to go with that one's ultra rare because in all my years, I've never seen it.
I agree. So those are the choices. Oh, Bree jumped in there. Robin, your 17 came in right after the bid end, so it'll be Bree and then Robin. And then the rest we'll go through if there's anything left. So Bree, let me know if you want Hazel Atlas, Fire King, if you want kitchen glassware, or candlesticks.
Okay, and then Robin is going to be right behind Bree.
Okay.
And then Phil, and then Jacqueline.
Hey, Brad. I'm sorry. Yeah, internet can sometimes suck.
Okay. So it's going to be.
I got you for the Hazel Atlas. Thank you so much. Robin, let me know which one or ones you want, and we'll get you down for that.
And then behind Robin is going to be Phil and Jacqueline.
Okay. Thank you, Phil and Jacqueline, as well. Let's see what Robin picks.
Awesome. Robin, let us know. There's glass candlesticks, kitchen glassware, or Fire King. Okay. You got it. Robin is taking Fire King.
All right. And then Phil, let me know if you want candlesticks or kitchen glassware. And then Jacqueline, you'll be next. Thank you guys so much.
So Phil and Jacqueline. Thank you guys. Okay. Phil's taking glass candlesticks. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a great one. And then, yeah, Jacqueline, let me know if you want the kitchen glassware of the Depression year.
Yes.
All right. And that one is from 1995. So thank you guys so much. And I'll wait to hear from you, Jacqueline.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Jacqueline. Fantastic.
I got you. Thank you.
Of course. Good deal. Well, speaking of all that glassware, let's actually sell one of the pieces that's in the box. No, there was not a Pyrex book, actually. This is Pyrex. And pardon me, David, I'm starting this at 28. This is the Pyrex Pink Flamingo 024. And it is a 2-quart round casserole dish with the little handles on each side. It is known as pink, flamingo pink, right, to all Pyrex people. But it's also known as coral red, and it's also called watermelon red, which I thought was interesting as well. And it is a nice, deep kind of carnation pink. It does have some scratching, right? Where is it? Right in here. It's also got like a little stain that would, some barkeeper's friend could actually get it off, but I forgot to do it before the show. I'm trying to show you the scratch.
Nope.
Right there. Get it up close. And the scratching is right there on the bottom, and then also a little bit on the other side, but it's really minor. You can't see it, and it is at the bottom of the bowl, so you definitely don't see it. And those of you that are Pyrex people, you know, a little barkeeper's friend will clean that right up. So I know, Brie, I thought so too. When I was researching this one, I found that it was called watermelon red, and I thought that was interesting because it's way pink. This one was made between 1957 and 1962. So it was only produced for 5 years, and it is in good shape. There's no chips or cracks or anything. It just has some superficial scratching to the patina. But it's really, I'm having a hell of a time getting it on the scratches. Right there you go. Now you can see. And they're not real noticeable. It's a great workhorse bowl. It's a great bowl. I would probably display it just right from the other side. I would just turn it around. But yes, it is awesome for a fruit salad, a little salad, great casserole dish. Of course, you can bake these, but make sure to hand wash only. Never, never, never put these in the dishwasher, which just kind of kills the patina.
Yes.
So 28 on the Flamingo Pink Pyrex 024, 2-quart between 1957 and 1962. Also known as coral red or watermelon red.
I would totally use that for a fruit bowl. That would be amazing with like a fruit salad in it.
It also is great for those of us that are tchotchke, Pyrex, tchotchke displayers. I love to turn these on the bottom and then set some figurines or something on the top. Makes
Yeah.
an awesome riser. So 28 to add to your pink Pyrex collection. It is a flamingo pink. If anybody's interested, get it here. And if not, I will throw it on eBay. Thank you guys.
All right. That is a great color.
Yeah.
All right, I have a quick claim. I've got some fun books that come in its original little box. So it's a box set of 3 different books. An introduction to nature. We have birds, wildflowers, and trees in there. Now, on the box itself, you have a little bit of pulling coming out here. You can see that's separated. You could tape that down. It's intact, so I didn't want to do that. Definitely use an archival tape if you were going to do that. But inside you have the 3 books, and you can see they have some wear on the actual cover. The book cover itself. There
Dust
we go.
jacket.
Thank you, Dust Jacket. So all 3 come together in this by John Kieran. You have the introduction to trees. 100 Trees in Color by Michael H. Bevins. So he did the illustrations, and then you've got them all labeled what the floral piece or what the tree is. So you go through, and these books are all in the early 50s. So some of them are copyright 54, some are 52, and then they're all into the box set.
Nice.
But have a really beautiful, nice large pages with the write-up of the different, like American yew, brown hemlock, and talks about the actual tree itself. The European yew, which grows to a larger size, and according to English legend, furnished the bows for Robin Hood and his merry men. So everything has like a little story attached to it as well, history and that type of thing. So you're going to have the tree book, and like I said, the Dust Jacket has seen better days, but it's still there, so it does have some value with that. Next in this box set is the birds. Got to have the birds. Look at those owls. Red phase, gray phase. 100 Birds in Color by, and this one's Don Eckleberry. And Eric Hartman is on the back.
Eric Cartman? What? No.
Oh, no. Eric Hartman must have. Eric Hartman.
What's inside? That was the inside. Okay.
Eric Hartman. I don't know.
Nice.
He's cool. But yeah, inside we've got the birds, no bees, so you don't get to learn about all that. But yeah, starts off with the robin, the English sparrow, about 6-inch sparrow. That's nice. The bird is called an English sparrow because it was brought here from England about 100 years ago, but it is common all over Europe, just as it has become common all over this country. So get history of different birds and how they've been introduced into different areas. Oh, brown thrasher. Don't mess with this guy. He'll mess you up. Yeah, I love it. It's great. If you are interested in learning about birds, do bird watching, yeah, you could definitely go watch the birds, and you can even tell what kind of tree they're in. Of course, the wildflowers on the way home. So this is the Dust Jacket that has the most damage. And then underneath, I'll just show you what the actual books look like underneath. You have a nice cover. So you have like a textured cover with the introduction to wildflowers, and then on the side as well. So without the Dust Jacket, it looks very nice. If you're wanting to read, take the Dust Jacket off and then just put it back on when you put it away. But yeah, great florals in here. Basically the same thing, just flowers instead. Like you have fragrant white water lily. Oh wow, a fringed loose strife, which I've never heard of that, but I think I've seen
I haven't either.
Interesting. Oh, well, there you go. We got one of these in our backyard. Nice.
Yeah.
And they do flower every year if you got them in the right place, and that drops all those seeds, and they just go.
Ants love them.
Yes. Yeah. So great for wild sunflower, steeplebush, all the different wildflowers of different areas. Just a really great book. So I'm going to put the Dust Jacket back on real quick. I'll tell you what, I'll do that in a minute. So the whole the whole pack comes together as a quick claim. If I can get it back in its box. There we go. So like I said, I put them in backwards, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, there we go. So you've got the bindings here that you can read, and then in its box set. So the whole thing is coming for $20 from the 1950s. $20 with the quick claim letter of N for nature. N for nature, and you get for $20 you get the whole set. Just a really beautiful pictorial account of the birds, the wildflowers, and trees.
Thank you,
And
Nick.
this poster is about 11.5 by 8.5. So, sorry guys, Sarah's gonna be my.
Yes. Congratulations, Nettie. Let her in. Sorry, the dog is barking and like running towards the backyard. And I have the window open, so you can probably still hear it. Yeah. Thank you, Nettie. Sorry about that. Whoopsies. Okay, hang on here. All right, so while we are on guidebooks, I told you I had a ton of guidebooks tonight. I wasn't kidding. So, and again, they're all different. So here we go. These are large paperback guides, and they are going to start at 12. And the first one up, like, makes my heart aflutter. I had never seen a vintage handkerchief guidebook, but guess what? There is one. And this woman had all the guidebooks. There were tables of guidebooks. I had to like pick the ones that I wanted. So the hanky one was definitely a top 5 for me. All color, and it shows everything from souvenir hankies. I know, Brie, I about died. Souvenir hankies. This one is so cute. How to speak French. And then it has, oh my God, I have this hanky. I have that hanky. No lie. It's a Colorado hanky, circa 1950, 13-inch cotton, and is worth $18 to $20. Now, I will tell you, hankies are not worth what they used to be. However, that doesn't mean they're any less collectible. Look, we have Christmas hankies. Oh, I know. I love, well, and I love to sell hankies too, just because they're dainty, they're cute. You can decorate round hankies, otherwise known as kind of like a doily. But then you have all of our great little mid-century floral designs. Some of them are, scalloped and in the shape of the hankies. But all of these are just spectacular. They're inexpensive, useful, decorative, fun, and don't take up much room. Represented is over 30 states, cities, tourist attractions with 300 colorful photographs. Examples date from the 40s to the 60s. And designers like Billy Compa, Thomas Keefe, Pat Pritchard, Frederic, and others. So collecting hankies is a baller book. I almost kept it and did not make it go up scraps. I've looked through it though, and I love it. Okay. The next one is Little Golden Books. And again, did you ever think you'd see a Little Golden Book collector book? I had not. So it has, what I love about this is it has the number, all of them were given a number. And then it has the year on all of them. So you can see it. Like, these are some books that I definitely recognize, many of which I have sold before. Hi, Trisha. Welcome in, little girl. Good to see you. And it said, when not looking for books at garage sales and flea markets, the author is a computer accountant and enjoys taking little golden books and has done exhibits in Washington, D.C., L.A., and so on for Western Publishing Company. So all of these little golden books, this one's like 1967. We go into the Disney books, Thumper, Savage Sam, Pinocchio and the Whale, Big Red, Babes in Toyland, Ludwig von Drake, The Wizard Duel, Surprise for Mickey Mouse, Mary Poppins,
and much, much more.
Okay, I went through here, and there are golden books that I have never heard of, never seen. Party in Sherryland. Look, with Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop. OMG.
Lamb Chop.
Puss in Boots. The Pussycat Tiger. New Puppy. Happy Birthday. Santa's Surprise Book. I have sold that one so many times. From 1966, 24 pages, worth $4. Pretty accurate on some of these. So yes, this is all golden books. The entire thing is a guidebook on little golden books. So cool. All right. The next one up is such a fantastic guide. And the reason I really like this American Bisque book is because most of the time, American Bisque pottery pieces were not marked. They were either marked like USA. Sometimes they would have a number, but you'll never find an American Bisque piece that has a foil tag or what have you. You just know it when you see it, right? But like this little guy, I could have sworn this was Shawnee. Now, Shawnee has a line just like this, but it's not. This is American Bisque. And so that's when you are coming into some identification issues. These books really, really come in handy. I have sold that little butter churn cookie jar for years. I love the little cookie time clock.
Hey, you know that clock that that cookie jar that we have up here with the clock face? I wonder if that's in there.
It's Brush McCoy from
okay.
Yeah. It is marked Brush McCoy. But what's cool about this too is you have not only the cookie jars, but you have planters, like all of these different bird planters too. We have sold for years, and all of them are American Bisque. And it tells you parrot unmarked 4.5 inches, another color scheme, because many times they were airbrushed and then glazed, and the color schemes were a little different on them. Here's some of the cute little planters too. Look at that bunny. Just love it. So the American Bisque Collector's Guide is from, let me see here, 1994. Last one in this choice is Advertising Art in the Art Deco Style. And it has tons of stuff as far as old Art Deco ads, which are so cool to see the artist, the year, Leon Benini, perfume night for a great spot. Frumenti, fashion illustrations for ads. And then there is an entire color section here too.
This is one of the coolest ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it starts with like some neon light Vanity Fair pieces. And then we go into these really, really iconic artists. These are all Benini. And then let's see here. Maga, a design studio for beer. Birra, Partenope, Napoli. When David and I were first together, we used to have all these old like French liqueur ads all over everything.
They were cool.
Our first house.
Definitely like the Friends vibe. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's a really cool book. I had not actually seen this book either. But considering how much there is in here as far as like information, it is really a cool one. Different. Again, I had not seen half the stuff in this one. So lots of old advertising, old art, all Art Deco style. It says the machine perfect geometry, elegance, and power of Art Deco, the international style of the late 20s and 30s, was nowhere more appropriate and appropriated than advertising art, which informed the modern consumer of all that was new in design. And when you think about 100 years ago, that's all you had was magazines, art pieces, books. There was no internet. So pretty cool to think about how modern everything in here is, but it's actually 100 years old. Right. So this is for choice of guidebook. I am going to start a countdown now. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a bid end. Thank you guys so much for your bids. Yeah, great summer read by the pool. Brush up on your Art Deco, your American Bisque, and your little golden books, and your collection of hankies. Yeah. All right, so Phil and Zona, you came in after the bid end. Jacqueline and Zona tied at 15 prior to the bid end. So Zona, because she was the first person at 15, is going to get first choice. Jacqueline is going to get second choice, then Phil, then Rob. Perfect. Okay, so here we go in that order. Let me know Zona, do you want hankies, golden bucks, American bisque, or the Art Deco? Thank you. Okay, so is taking the little golden bucks. Such a great one. Thank you, Zona.
I think I know what Phil wants. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's Jacqueline first.
Jacqueline, hankies, Art Deco, or American bisque.
Okay. American bisque and handkerchiefs.
And hankies, you got it. Okay, and then Phil, I'm pretty sure I know that you want this one, but just confirmed all. Yep. All right. Fantastic. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. Congrats. Those are awesome.
Hey, Robin, but we do have more coming in just a bit.
Yes. And I have some coming for the recap that didn't sell earlier.
So I have 2 fun pottery pieces that I'm bringing at just $12 each. They definitely go for about double that. But I just think that they're nice little pieces to add to your summer vibes going on. We have this little kidney bean shape or kidney shape planter by Cavani pottery, and that was California pottery in the late 50s. And it has been used. You have a little bit of dirt residue here, but it is in great condition. You've got that nice speckly going on with the green and then the black speckle on there. Really great little planter, but also a great catch-all just because it's a weird shape. You can definitely take advantage of it. So there's that guy. And then, of course, our little mallard duck. Always got to have one like that. Quack, quack. He is about 8 inches long and then about 5 inches tall. And he would be from the 50s by Royal Copley. And that's kind of what the base usually looked like on Royal Copley. But he's nice shellacked, nice detail to him with the color shading and everything. Great for also a desk type of piece. So those pieces are $12 each. You can either do a duck or a little planter, or you can do them both and have the duck eat out of the planter. However you want to. But,
no.
Get out of there. No, bad duck. So those are the choices. $12 each. This guy is 8 inches long, 5 inches tall, and then this one is about 8 inches long itself. And it does have those nice little feet at the bottom to give that nice mid-century vibe. All right, and then that beautiful speckle. I just love it. And that green is coming in pretty close to color, and it kind of matches this green here. Thank you, Ginger. I see your 12. And yeah, this is great for some propagation. If you want to just get some of your hens and chickens, pull some of the little babies out, plant them in there, they'll go to town, and then you can put them in a bigger pot. Let's count them down. Ginger's at 12. If anybody else wants to get in, we're looking for 13 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Ginger. I can imagine being a hunter. I cannot shoot down a beautiful duck like that, or geese, or a deer, or a bear. None of them. I love our animals. Okay, congrats, Ginger. We got a mallard duck coming straight to Arizona for you. Thank you,
Ginger. Congrats. Okay, so as you saw in my preview, I got to find this Chrissy doll, and David, I am starting her at 30.
Okay.
She was in a closet at this estate sale under a bunch of pillows, like in a little bag where you could tell someone had packed her away nicely, and there she stayed for many years, right? So sorry, Chrissy's losing her underoos here. This is her original little dress. And those of you that know Chrissy know that she has a growing little sprout of hair. And you can tell it's all there, which is awesome. Now, to make Chrissy's hair grow, you're going to turn the little crank that's on the back of her neck. Now, her hair is pinned in a bun. I'm not sure if that's how she came, but she's in like immaculate shape. Like, I don't think she's ever been played with. Her little velvet ribbon is like perfect. This is her original little orange dress. She has this cute little bob cut. Her eyes are darling. And then Chrissy's hair, if you take this out, it turns into a long piece that you can either retract back up into her head, or you can make her hair grow. So yes, so that is the bun. You can tell they have put her long hair into a little bun up here. And I think, Kathy, is that how she came with the bun? Because I feel like she's just never been messed with. Her hair's like perfect. Her little bangs are side swept.
I think
Yeah,
Kathy's saying it came with no bun, but I don't know for sure.
it came with no bun. Okay. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I was not sure, but that is how she was stored away for many years. So I'm going to leave it up to you to undo her bun. Okay. All right. And you can see she is a tall little lady. She will stand if you want her to, or you can bend her little legs and she will sit as well. So Chrissy is made by Ideal, and she is actually marked on her little bottom cheek right here. 1969 Ideal. And she is one of the older ones. They made these up until like 72, 74, somewhere in there. But this is the older one from 1969. She does have her little orange underoos. And then you press Chrissy's belly button and it connects also over here, I believe, to retract her hair back in. To make her hair grow past her belly button while pulling on the ponytail. Oh, yeah, sure enough. Look. There it is.
Okay.
So it grows out of that little hole on the top of her head.
And then you turn the knob to shorten it back in.
That's how you retract it back.
Pull it back in.
Yes. So you're calling CPS. I tried to break your legs. No pussy abuse on this show. We love our vintage dolls. So she's really darling. She's in nice shape. And I'm going to start a countdown. Thank you, Kathy, so much for loving her. She had other friends that were like, Tracy, and what was the other one? I can't remember, guys, but you clearly do. Again, 1969 on Chrissy. So I'm going to start a countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Here's her. She's got droopy drawers because the elastic on her little undies is just like kind of done, but her undies stay up because of her legs.
Gotcha.
So
Kathy says Velvet is one of the girls.
Yes, that's right, Velvet. Okay, Kathy's taking it at 35. Congratulations, Kathy. Thank you for getting in there. Our Vuvu, your 36 came in right after the bid end all. Yes. All right, congrats. Enjoy, Kathy. Thank you so much.
All right, Chrissy's coming to your house.
Chrissy got out of that sad closet under all the pillows.
I know. And I'll send her in the original plastic bag we got her in before I wrap her up. So my next round, I've got some more guidebooks. And let's get crazy with it. Let's go. We're going to do it this way first. So if you want to see what we got Fostoria. We've got Red Wing Art Pottery. We have Nippon Porcelain. We have Morgantown Glass. So if any of those float your boat, they are in great condition. They're hardbacks and no damage at all. So first off, Fostoria. This is done in 1995. I love the inside of the book itself. You have that paint drip look all the way on both parts of the opening. And then you've got that nice Fostoria blue going on. This is by Leslie Pina. And the photography was by Robbie Pina, so husband and wife team. And it goes through Victorian pattern, American coin, etching and cuttings, yada, yada, yada. So all the different types. Oh, something just fell out. Oh, it's one of the mail back and you'll get something good. So I'll put that back in there. Thank you, Jacqueline. I see your bid. And yeah, so this Fostoria book covers all the different Fostoria glass. We even have like little animals right here. I didn't know Fostoria did stuff like that. Just learned that just now. But
either Fostoria has glass animals.
Yeah, I did not know.
Did you guys know that? I did not know that. That's what I thought, Kathy. That is so awesome. Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Oh, cool. So you got the sisters back together. Sisters. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, like this is Fostoria. What in the world? But it's
I would never in a million years. Fostoria barrel and stave made the oak base for the desk set in Cascade about 1888.
So
Oh,
that
damn,
would be
that's cool.
inkwells. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
an inkwell.
Yeah. Call
Yeah,
Susan.
I had
Call.
no idea.
Yes.
Tons of great stuff in here. Of course, the clear glass is always one that fools people, so it's good to have that. Go into your ruby glass, all the Fostoria, all up in here. Even a weird little baby sitting on top. Oh no, that's a dog. I thought it was a little baby sitting on top of the cheese platter. All right,
Yeah.
so that's Fostoria from 1995. We have Red Wing Pottery from 2001, identification and values. This one, let's see, BL and AL Dolan, another husband and wife team, I believe. And yeah, we have the table of contents going all the way through, learning about and collecting Red Wing art pottery in the 30s and 20s, the 40s, 50s, and broken down in that way. And then here's a history chart, which that's pretty interesting right there. So 1878, Red Wing Union Stoneware Company. And then they turned into Minnesota Stoneware Company, North Star Company. So I guess that's like the timeline of
Yeah.
their business or their company. So really cool stuff in here. Once again, you will see things in these books that you've never seen, just like us. It doesn't matter how much vintage you've been around. There's things in here that we've never seen. And so
Well,
it's
and I think it's fun too, for those of you guys that go to flea markets and go to live sales and see all of the things that we bring, you will recognize a ton of stuff too. That was what was so funny about flipping through all these, is we were like, we've sold that, we've sold that, we've sold that. I've seen that,
right.
And some of the stuff you've never seen like
Like
that.
this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have thought that that was like something from Target from the mid 2000s, but no,
Right.
it is a bowl. And it doesn't say when it was made, but it's the gloss white and mandarin orange, valued about 38 to 46.
I'm going to say it's 60s. Yeah.
Yeah. So great stuff in there. There's a nice bamboo planter. So that is Red Wing pottery. We have Nippon. This is Japan.
Oh, this is so good too, because some of that stuff is hard to identify.
Yes, you're so correct, because they just mark a Nippon, and it's like, okay.
Which
But
just means Japan. Nippon is just Japanese porcelain. Really,
yes.
that's it.
And yes, this one has, you can see we have a website on here. This one is from, wait a minute. I had written down 1986, but to have the website, I'm going to look for the new copy.
Yeah, it's probably just like second edition, third
It's
edition.
second edition, so because of the website, I would say closer to 2000 on that, but I can't find for sure. So, but what's great is the table of contents. Again, you have the Nippon patterns, styles, and shapes broken down into different things pre-Nippon.
Yeah, that's the hard
Collecting the
stuff.
unusual. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go to 45, collecting the unusual. So let's see. Oh, wow, look how they break this down. Very detailed.
Love it.
And that would be from like old books that they've kept that stuff from and inserted. Yep,
Yeah.
here's some of the weirdos. So we've even got those little penny type of dolls.
What the hell are those doing in a Nippon book?
Yeah, just bisque porcelain dolls.
Weird. Okay, no worries, Shannon. We'll have a recap.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, going into different designs.
Oh, I love those.
Different shapes. Here's some more like Asian theme, which was definitely popular in the 40s and 50s.
A lot of Moriagi pieces.
Yeah, so really cool on that one, and a nice write-up on the back side about the author. And like we've said before, most of these authors did more than just one book. And then the last one here, we just sold a piece of Morgantown glass, and it's a version of glass that is kind of tricky to see out there, because Morgantown glass does look a lot like some of the other West Virginia glass makers. But yeah, you've got that beautiful design for the front inside, and then a write-up about Morgantown glass from Depression glass through the 1960s.
I love Morgantown glass. I have like 2 pieces, and it's so mod and fabulous. Like
Yes.
Morgantown is its own thing.
It really is its own thing. A lot of times when you see some of the Morgantown stuff out there, you think, oh, Blanco, oh, maybe Murano or something. But no, they just had their own style.
And it's all very modern looking for the time period that it was produced.
Yeah, like this lamp was 1930s.
And you would never, I would think, like, just in looking at it, like 60s,
Right.
1930s. Very cool.
So great stuff in there. All the glass. Oh, there was a cool picture. Oh, some cool glasses too. Glassware. They did a lot of really cool barware.
All of the pictures in there. There you go. There's like a gazillion glass color photos. Look at that green decanter at the bottom. Oh, that's amazing.
Gee whiz. Yeah. Amazing. Oh my gosh. You don't see that.
Wow, look at that. I bet that yellow glows.
Yeah, and it's circa 1920s. If I saw that out, I wouldn't think that was 1920s.
No, that's what's so neat about Morgantown. They really are their own thing. Oh, you guys see that little vase on the back that's in brown? Babe, point to
that's it.
I have that. Point to the brown one, babe. Yes, that one. We have that in blue.
In blue. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll have to look it up and see exactly when it was made.
Before we send that one off, I want to look that up.
I'm going to have to. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for looking at these guidebooks. We're going to count them down. I saw Susan, Robin, and Jacqueline in. Let's go ahead. And we have 4 choices here. The Fostoria is 1995. Red Wing is 2001. And the Nippon, originally 1986. This is the second printing, and I don't have a date for sure on that. And then Morgantown is 1998. And they're all hardback. So thank you guys. Let's count down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It ends. It's like playing cards, but with really big cards.
Babe, can you feel the air blowing in from outside? It is so nice.
Yeah, there's like a cool breeze coming in.
Yeah, it feels really
good. Thank you guys
good.
so much for your bids. There's our bid end. Susan, our Vuvu, you get first choice: Fostoria, Red Wing, Nippon, or Morgantown.
And then behind our Vuvu is Ginger.
And Ginger, thank you.
And Jacqueline.
And Jacqueline, okay. It was Ginger that was in. Sorry about that, Ginger.
So our Vuvu, Ginger, and Jacqueline, let us know.
Okay, we got you for the Red Wing. Susan,
you got it.
Good so much. And then
Ginger.
Ginger. Let me know Fostoria, Nippon, or Morgantown. And then Jacqueline, as soon as you see Ginger's answer, you can put in whatever you need to put in.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Wonderful.
We're making room on our shelves.
Fun.
All right. So thank you so much.
And Jacqueline is taking Fostoria.
Okay. And then Fostoria. So if anybody out there is interested in Morgantown glass, it is available.
We may keep that one.
I know. Now I'm like, we might just hold on to it for a week.
Yeah. Okay. So
thanks, guys.
You keep it all. All right, you guys. So these are some brooches. I am starting them at $18 each. They are lovely. This first one I thought was so perfect for summertime, red, white, and blue. It looks like a firework. And I don't know a brand on this. I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I cannot find any kind of brand, but it is a nice one because look at the back. It is prong set on every single stone, and it is not missing any stones. You've got baguettes, and then you have all of these miraculous little round bubble stones, and they're all kind of different. It's not symmetrical either. I love that it's just kind of free form. There's no actual pattern that goes to those light blue stones. It is gorgeous. I know. This is an estate find. She had nothing but good stuff. 3 inches. This one is 3 inches wide, and these stones are not clear. They are a pale blue. So it's pale blue and then like a navy blue all together. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can see kind of on my hair. Let's see. white. Yeah, it is just so stunning. Beautiful brooch. So that's going to be your first choice. And then the second choice actually goes with it. And I found them together, same estate sale, but the back is different. So the second choice, look at this one. So cool. This stone right here is all one rectangular piece that is emerald cut. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like it's 4, but it's actually one piece. And then you've got, again, the navy and the light blue, and then kind of a little bit of silver scrolling. These are both silver, by the way. And I'm not sure how I don't know if it would be like this or like this or like, I mean, you could do anything really. I'm kind of feeling that. Like if you pinned it like that. Hi, Susan.
Yeah.
How's it going, sweetie?
Oh,
So
Sarah, do you mind if I just wanted to jump in on you. I was putting this away. The Nippon book that was claimed is $2,000. So updated price is $2,000. Found it.
Cool. Cool. So just stunning. Absolutely. Look at these together. They are gorgeous. I'm pretty sure. Don't you guys think they look like the same brand? And there's a brand out there that marks their stuff, and I thought it was that. Then I thought they were Coro for a while. They're not, because it's not real silver. I can just tell, but it is stunning. They are beautiful costume jewelry. If I had to guess, I'm gonna guess probably really ornate 60s would be my guess, based upon where they came from, but I don't know. Don't kill me. I don't have much info on them other than they're freaking gorgeous.
They're pretty.
And they look really, really nice for the 4th of July. And they're so pretty. So, and they go with my navy blue nails. Hey, all right. So quality work. I agree, Kevin. You can see, look at the back of this one. It is all prong set as well. So really nicely done. Don't know much about them, but dang, they're pretty.
Well, and I will say that the stones haven't been dusted off, like cleaned off a lot. So if you have rubbing alcohol at home, splash some rubbing alcohol on it, and it just takes all the haze, and they'll even shine more.
Look how sparkly. I know.
Yeah, they are shiny.
Yeah. So I'm going to start a countdown, friends. And this is for choice of brooch. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for a bid end or 22 or more. Thank you, Susan and Lisa, for your bids.
They're like little fireworks.
And we'll claim these with, we'll call this one Emerald, because it's got the emerald cut stone. And then we'll call this one Firework. Okay, so Emerald or Firework. Oh, looks like we got some peeps that came in after the bid in. Cindy Lou, who's Thrifted Treasures. Lisa, Robin, Susan, and Lisa. All the bids came in after. So let's see. Cindy Lou, who's Thrifted Treasures. Congratulations. Let me know if you would like the emerald cut or if you would like the Firework. And Cindy Lou, I don't know if we have your info. David, can you look real quick?
Yeah, I'm checking. And then Susan Lee's after that.
And then after Cindy Lou, it's Susan Lee at 21. I don't know what's going on with the lag tonight, but it's been like that all night. I'm sorry.
We have some stuff.
Yes. Thank you, Wordsmith. Thank you so much. Okay. Emerald is going to Cindy Lou.
Congrats, Cindy.
Congrats.
It's Susan Lee.
And Susan Lee, do you want the big Firework? Let me know.
If not, Lisa Day is at 20, right behind Susan Lee.
It's probably, the storms can do that for sure. I know. So let me know. Let's see here. Susan Lee, if you want the other one. And if she passes, we're going to Lisa Day.
Yes, correct.
Okay, you got it, Susan. Thanks, Lee. Those are epic. Congrats.
Yes, great find, babe. And so my next round, it's a bundle. And Sarah found this. We got this in, I think this was in the ephemera lot, just a big bucket of ephemera that we found in a estate sale. And it was all these pieces were in here originally. So we kept them all together. It's from a trip. So I don't know when they took the trip, but they took the trips, a lot of them. So this is originally from Dickens' old curiosity shop in London, England, on the backside of Royalty Theatre, which is pretty cool. And you even have the little map on there. So you can't get this bag unless you go to London. That alone just makes it fun. And inside you have, I believe, seven postcards, and they're all from the Theater Museum and art. So this first one here is, they're all postcards. So on the back sides, they're all unused. So you can see unused here. And I couldn't find a printing date on these. The only dates that are on these are talking about the history of what's on the front. So you've got the lithograph that's on here about, and it's the Hail Happy Union, the state visit to the Royal Italian Opera Covent Garden, 19 April 1855. So this is time in history when they went to the really cool opera, and it's Prince Albert, Queen Victoria, Emperor Napoleon, and Empress Eugene on there. So nice English history, and then we've got some really cool characters as well. So characters from Charles Dickens. We've got Bumble. If it'll focus for us, come on, there we go. Bumble is in there. These are unused as well. And then you have, what's this one? Character is the little Marchioness. Marchioness. And you've got, I do plain cooking, I'm housemaid too. I do all the work of the house. And signed, stamped here, the old curiosity shop. And then you've got the history on the back. So those guys are in there. We've got this really interesting pose going on here. And this is the Vasily Nijinsky as the Blue God in Le Deux Bleus, costume designed by Leon Basque. So really cool history. If you're into opera, theater, and all that stuff, really great. Ballet is on this one.
Yeah, these are awesome.
They're really cool. And then the last few are more historical, but actually they're from books, so historical figures. This is a Jack Shepherd by J.B. Buckstone from the book. What's the name of the book? Oh, Blueskin. So it's a drama, Blueskin. And then there's the postcard back. And then these last two here are basically the same type, just historical figures with the write-up, and then, of course, nice back. So those all come together straight from London, England, multiple years ago, probably 1990s, maybe 1980s on this. I can't tell for sure. So all 7 of these coming with its original little envelope from London, England for $20. All right. If there's no interest, I'll set them to the side. Thank you guys.
I love that they're in their original bag from where they were purchased. Like, so great. Those are really cool. I think someone probably traveled and got them as souvenirs and then brought them back with intentions of framing and then never did. So.
Right. It's very collectible and cool.
Okay, this is my last item. Babe, was that your last item?
Yeah, that was it.
This is my last item, and I feel like they just belong together, so I'm doing them in a bundle. It is going to be a quick claim. Now, first up, you have this little mid-century Grumpy Cat. He's like Grumpy Cat before there was Grumpy Cat, you know? Look at those face. Green eyes. He does have some little paint loss on his ears. You could probably touch that up pretty easily with a black marker, but I am going to leave that up to the buyer. And Grumpy Cat, with the crazy 1950s eyes, is coming with a little witch friend, and she is occupied Japan. So we know that that is between 1945 and 1952. And these are just some little mid-century kitschy friends, and I think they're adorable together. So it's a little witch girl and her little cat.
I love it.
Quick claim bundle. If you would like to claim these, put in the letter W for $20, and you get both. $20 W, and you get both.
Yeah, I do too, Victoria.
Well, just a really cute. This one almost, it's older, but it is like some kind of resin, but you can tell it's really old. And again, from that same estate sale, with all the old stuff. So I couldn't find anything about it. I just thought it was cool. So letter W, $20. You get the little witch and the little black cat. All right. Letter W. If you
they belong together.
I know, they're so cute. She is right almost 4 inches, and this little guy is about 2.5. Okay. So letter W, $20 if you would like the little witch and her cat.
But those with an orange bottle brush tree, you know?
Right, right. That is everything from me. So
Woo,
I am going to throw it back over to you,
not
and
me.
we are going to play what?
Recap. And before I recap, if Pam D is out there, I just want to show you I've got him posed with his little suitcase, briefcase that's coming with him. So, I just think it's great. So I'm so glad we got him with him.
I am
So,
too. I'm thrilled.
recap, it's super simple. We're going to show you those items that didn't sell, and if you're interested, just type in the name of the item and the price that we tell you, and you can claim it right then and there. So let's just go right on to here. We just showed this. It's $18 for the, I'm sorry, $20 for the bundle of the actual original packaging, and then the 7 postcards, unused postcards from England, and it's from the Victoria and Albert Museum Theater Museum. Okay, all of those wonderful. Oh, they're upside down. Can't do that. So 7 of them. We've got this fella throwing things. We have this is from the 1800s, a group at the Italian Opera Convention, and then of course some really cool Dickens characters in there. And if you find the set of these, they go for about 50 for the set of 8, and then the other few in there. So that is $20. Just put in postcards 20, postcards 20, and they all come in this little jacket. And then I have this at 16. We'll do 16 on this, a nice framed advertisement piece from 1928. Little Tinker gets just as smudged as a big one. And they're talking about his Little Tinker car.
Oh,
and
dear.
Out there planting. So this has date here, 1928 on the frame. So $16 advertised framed advertisement. And then for $10, I had the 1949 handbook for boys, the Boy Scouts book, and that's the second printing from 1949. That is $10, and nice condition of that. And then I have from 1970 the really cool Old Farmer's Almanac, and it's complete, good condition, plenty of good reading, plenty of good stuff to frame as well. So $10 Almanac, $10 Boy Scouts. And then I have this Morgantown glass. So Morgantown glass book, and it is from 1998, and it is $12. Has all the great Morgantown glass from Depression glass through the 1960s. Great book, great condition, beautiful color in there. So just put in $12 Morgantown. Thank you, Ginger. I got you for that Boy Scout book. Very cool. And then Ginger, I got you for the framed art there, and that is going to be 16 because I changed the price to 16.
A little tinker, Ginger. Just a little tinker.
Little tinker. And so, yeah, that's everything for me. I have this planter also at 12, late 50s, and you've got the Covina pottery, and that's from California, USA. Really
I like how round and chunky it is. It's cute.
Yeah, it's different. It's like a little phone. Oh wow, I can hear the ocean. So that is it. That is it for me. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, babe. Okay, so I had for my recap this Winterling Germany mod 1960s mug and saucer and dessert plate all together for 20. But I'll tell you what, if you want to do it here so I don't have to list it on eBay, I'll do it for 18. So $18, cute for the 4th of July, 1960s German little teacup saucer and dessert plate. So just put in 18 mod flowers and I'll know what you mean. Okay. I had this fantastic Mary Hoyer doll from the late 30s. She has sleepy eyes. Her face is great. She is mechanically jointed with little wire and string into the elastic in her body. Late 30s original dress. The dress has no issues other than it's just kind of yellowed over time. And I'm asking $55 for the Mary Hoyer doll. She's got a mohair wig. She's 14 inches. And you could only buy these. I forgot to to say when I was selling her earlier, you could only get these through the McCall's magazine in the back. It
No
was like
kidding.
to order them. Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And then the company disintegrated basically in the 60s and there's no more. So very old, late 30s. Mary Hoyer doll is 55. So just type in doll 55 and I'll know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Nettie's in for the mod mug set.
Okay, Nettie, it's super cute, especially for the 4th, but then even afterwards,
And
I love it.
Susan Stonestrom is in for the doll at 50 and then 55.
Okay, I got you Susan Stonestrom for the Hoyer, Mary Hoyer doll for 55. Thank you so much.
That's cool, Victoria. She said, I was a little kid in West Covina that would walk to the corner and buy my dad beer and cigarettes with a note. So cool. I remember those.
That is cool. I remember in high school, actually it was like late middle school. I had a friend move from Nevada, Missouri, where I lived, to West Covina, California. And I remember thinking he was so cool and such a big deal because he got to move to California and the rest of us were stuck in Cowtown. So yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Susan Stonestrom. She is wonderful. Beautiful doll. Okay, now let's see here. Oh, I had my little witch girl and my little kitty in a bundle for 20. If anybody's interested, little witch girl and kitty bundle for 20.
Halloween's coming closer.
I'm sorry.
Halloween's coming closer.
It is. It is. It's getting closer. I have my Pyrex Pink Flamingo 024. Dates to 1957 and 1962. 28 if you would like to claim it. It does have some superficial scratching. Patina is pretty good though, and color is also pretty good. So 28 on Pyrex dish. Just put in Pyrex 28. And then
Guidebooks, I think.
2 guidebooks left. And it is the Fire King paperback kitty bundle for 20. You've got it, Victoria.
Victoria. I think those two things together are just so interesting.
Thank you, Victoria. Awesome. Okay, so I have Madame Alexander and Kitchen Collectibles sold. That's not it. I'm sorry. Madame Alexander and Fire King left. $12 each. If you are interested, just put in Fire King 12, Madame Alexander 12.
Zona's in for your Pyrex.
Got it, Zona. Thank you so much.
Oh, Alex, don't count it out. 135 days till Halloween. That sounds far away, but that's really close.
It is.
Very close.
I know. Yeah. The Fire King Brie, let me see, Sugar. I think 2002 is the Fire King, but it has, I mean, literally it goes from every Fire King pattern you've ever seen and more.
Even baking dishes like the baking. Cool.
I'm going to give you a little flip through if you're interested. $12 if you want it. Just put in Fire King 12. Okay. Same with the Madame Alexander guidebook. All right. And then I had precious little early 1900s Belinda Brown, the weirdest mouse book you'll ever love. The silver, said Belinda Brown. Sorry, I want to read some more. I don't know why.
Do it. I want to hear this.
Said Belinda Brown, I cannot let you take because it's Mrs. Buzzabies, and I gave my birthday cake. If you will only go away, Burglar Bill with a yowly roar, then tried his very hardest to break in Belinda's door. But she was full of good ideas. Nice people always are. She looked about for weapons, and she took out her trickle jar, which is what I read earlier. Okay. Be off, Belinda faintly cried. Be off, she cried again, and shook her little scissors at the face behind the pane. Then Burglar Bill responded in a nasty, muffled meow. I want to steal this silver. Let me end this moment right now. So Burglar Bill, by the way, is the cat.
Okay.
Now it all comes together.
That makes sense. He was in a cave.
So this little book is literally held together by this tiny ribbon. It is from Colorado Springs, early 1900s, Belinda Brown. Okay. So 14 Belinda.
Victoria's in for your Fire King book. And Adriana was in as well, but she said she can go ahead and have it.
Okay.
So
So
it's for Victoria.
you got it, guys. The Fire King book to
Victoria.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, mods. Victoria for Fire King book. And then I had this Good Fellowship from 1906. It has the ribbon grain on the inside and an inscription. And it is a darling little poetry book full of little weirdities, a confession. Do you suppose if the world someday should come and stand beside my grave and say, here lies one who can never be forgot? That's terrible grammar, by the way. I would I would care aught for it if you came not. But if you alone came and said with tears, here lies the one that I loved, then the years since we have met would quickly fade away, and heaven for me be reckoned that day. So it's some old school poetry. It has the really neat little rough cut edges, and it is leather. This is suede. So 1906 Good Fellowship book 14. And then I had pillowcases left. These were all $10 quick claims, so I'm going to give them to whoever claims them first. Cat pillowcase, no stains. It has marker style embroidery with the little orange crochet edge. Cat pillowcase, $10.
Nice.
Green and yellow pillowcase. These are all standards. They're all clean. Nothing has funkiness. Yellow and green pillowcase, $10.
$10.
$10. Blue roses with a blue Swiss dot standard pillowcase, $10. So type in blue roses, 10. Type in multicolored roses, 10. Pink edge, 10. I love this pattern. It's so cute. Or peachy watercolor design, 10. And these are all soft, no stains, no issues. Okay. Excellent. So $10 on each. Okay. Zona's taking my green and yellow. And if anybody else wants any of my other pillowcases, holla. All right. Let's see. So green and yellow.
To Zona.
To Zona. Thank you, David.
You're welcome. And while we're finishing up, don't forget, if you guys didn't give a thumbs up, don't mind giving a thumbs up before you leave. We would so appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Bear with me.
I know. I'm excited. I'm going to read through this 1970 almanac tonight.
Okay, you guys. I got it all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So if anybody sees something that we showed on the recap that didn't get claimed, please email us ASAP before we put this stuff on eBay, and we'll get you fixed up with it at ttbsarahc@gmail.com. And remember, this Sunday we have our awesome sale upcoming. But what I forgot to mention earlier is that we have Halfway to Christmas Day coming on Wednesday, June 25th, which is literally the halfway point to Christmas. Correct. So June 25th, we're starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 12 p.m. my time in the mountains. And we will be going all night. I have 4 guest sellers, Karen Chase, my buddy Bree with This Is It Vintage that's in the chat. Yep. Rochelle, of course, who we adore, Uniquely Rochelle, and E&E Vintage Caitlin, which is a sweetheart. Yes. So come join us a week from today for Halfway to Christmas Day. It is going to be fire. We have saved our best vintage Christmas, our best kitsch, our best stuff for this sale. So don't miss it if you love vintage Christmas. And then Sunday will just be our normal regular sale this coming Sunday. And anything you purchase tonight will combine with this coming Sunday's sale, and we'll invoice for that on Monday. Okay. So if you need an invoice from anything tonight right away, please email us and let us know. Otherwise, you'll see an invoice Monday. All right. Mod Squad, I love you guys. I know it was a weird, stormy, kind of laggy night. Thank you, Lisa, for doing all the bid ins, and
Yeah.
Holly for backing her up. Wildflower, Phil, and Victoria. Couldn't do it without you girls. Thank you for all of the help. It really makes a huge difference having you guys all here. So thank you, thank you. I would love that, Victoria. If you want to dip your toes in the live sale soup, let's do it, girl. I am down. I love Victoria anyway. She's a sweetheart. Missouri girl too. So yeah, I'm down. Let's do it someday, Victoria. You let me know.
Sounds fun.
So, guys, thank you so much again for supporting small business. This is our full-time job. We're here twice a week, and we are so grateful. Also, those of you guys that are buying stuff in the eBay store, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Check out the eBay store if you're still feeling like shopping some vintage. The link is in the description of this video for eBay. Check it out. I list new stuff every week. Some stuff has been to live sales, some stuff hasn't. So there's literally a variety of stuff over there. All right. Guys, if you have questions or anything, please feel free to get a hold of us. And what a fun night. Thank you so much for all of the love and for loving the vintage that we bring. It means a lot. So wish us luck. We're hitting estate sales on Friday this week. So tomorrow, I think we're actually taking the day off. What? David has promised me pedicures and chips and salsa and maybe a margarita tomorrow night. So I'm pretty excited. Tomorrow might be a day off and a date day. So
tomorrow's going to be a nice day. Yes.
Yes. Yes. All right, you guys. Well, have a wonderful evening. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you back on Sunday. Remember, if you need anything, email me here. You can always hit me up on Instagram too. I always answer my DMs over there. It's a quick way to get a hold of me if you need me. So, all right, guys, have a great week. Peace, love, and vintage. Until next time, Alex, you're a hot mess.
I'm saving that for you, man.
All right, you guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.